Hey, hello guys. एकछिन है यो कुन गेम भइरहेछ हेलो गाइस एकछिन है सबैलाई एकछिन के गेम भइरहेछ यार यहाँ गेम अझै सकेको छैन 9 केटाहरूको गेम 9 बजी हुन्छ भने त यार अहिलेसम्म यो अगाडिकै गेम सकेको छैन रहेछ गाइस सबैलाई कति केटा चाहिँ यो गेम सकेपछि हुन्छ है केटाहरूको गेम ए साँच्चै यार आज त केटाहरूको गेम छैन दुईजना आफ्नै पहिलाको टिममेटहरू यो यस्तो झगडाको गेम त के भने बरु कतिजनाले यार हिजोको हाम्रो गेम हेरेको थिएन होला हिजो हामी गड लाइकसँग परेको थियो गड लाइक इन्डियन अर्गसँग परेको त्यो गेम चाहिँ लगाउँ न है कतिले हेरेको छैन होला, त्यो फर्स्ट गेम हारिदिएर क्या हामी यहाँ guys, आयो त होला के त यस्तो पारतातिर चाहिँ यार फर्स्ट गेम हारेर लामो किन साउन्ड आएको छैन चाहिँ हेडफोनै लगाएको छैन रहेछ
On top of
ल
that,
गाइस हेलो
if there was a high loss, yeah, Merino would have had a
Yeah, yeah.
really,
ल
really
गाइस
good
सबैलाई वेलकम टु
comp. But
स्ट्रिम है
yeah,
केटाहरूको गेम
they're gonna go for the
यसपछि छ
healing
हल्का
instead.
टाइम लाग्छ
What do you
15-20 मिनट
think
जति
Romcom
तबसम्म
is gonna
हिजोको
propose
हाम्रो गेम
to
हेरौँ
win
न
now?
होइन
Because
कतिजनाले हेरेको
he
छैन
needs
डिस्कर्डमा
something
भए
in
थाहा
terms
हुन्थ्यो
of
केटाहरूलाई होइन
map
डिस्कर्डै जोइन गरेको
presence.
छैन
So what
मैले
would it be?
डिस्कर्डमा भनिदिएको थिएँ यता
Going
गेम
for
हुन्छ
a little
भनेर
bit of map presence, or would like to go for a setter. That is going to be up to him right now. So, and basically, right now, they will have to cover their weaknesses, just like you
अब
mentioned
र
with
म चाहिँ
Helena,
होइन
right?
यो
She needs to
टिमबाट यही एउटा टुर्नामेन्ट मात्रै खेल्दा अब
cover
But
दिस इज द फर्स्ट म्याच है
some
सबै हेर्ने गाइस अब
series, and we'll see, of course.
जुत्सु
So
स्पोर्ट
yes, we're
भन्नेमा
going to
हुन्छ
be
है
heading into the land of Dawn in this best of 3 series, and we'll see, of course, if Life
लेट्स
or
गो
Merino
आफ्नो
gets
गेम
that
प्ले हेर्नु कस्तो कमेडी
first
लाग्छ
game
होला यार
or
आफ्नो
the
गेम
first
प्ले
blood
होइन
showing up already. And that was the passive we were talking about, immediately forcing Art back.
there it
सेकेन्ड
is.
म्याचमा
Art
होइन
taken down
कतिजनाले
very low.
सेकेन्ड
He
म्याच त
will
ब्रो
have to go back to
यस्तो
the recall.
हक्कु खेलेको नि
But
मैले
on the top side, Romcom and
मलाई
Masarap, they're
बेङ्गाल
just trying
सर्भर
to
थियो क्या
fight
80
with
एमएस 80
whoever
90
gets
एमएस
that
आउँछ यार
XP chunk first. Romcom getting poked down a little bit. But meanwhile, on the mid, Bid will face the same fate. And
80 कम्युनिटी
I
पोस्ट नि
think
हालेन
in
मलाई
terms of the early game
त्यो नि
pressure, I
गर्नु
think
पर्ला है लाइक
apart from Van
युट्युबमा त
having
पोस्टै
some
बनाइराख्नु
inner
पर्छ नि त
tempo,
अनि
it's going to
डिस्कर्डमा
be
त
a
यत्तिकै
little
गर्दै पुग्छ
difficult for them to,
डिस्कर्ड सर्भर नि त्यही भएर जोइन
for the
गरिराख्नु
side of
गाइज म फेरि
Godlike to
पिन
really
हालिदिन्छु
find an opening
डिस्कर्डमा यस्तो
unless
सबै
they
लिङ्कहरू
can
हालिदिएर
get
हुन्छ कि म
some
त्यही
kind of
भएर नि
kills a little early.
जोइन गर्दा
But
राम्रो हुन्छ
Turtle is not
गाइज
looking good for them.
वेट
And
म
I think Valentina is
I'll
just one of those
pin it
mages that
wait
doesn't exactly speak to you in that early sense, right? She's more of very utilitarian. So she'll take some time to really gear up. On the other side, obviously, we can see the Yushenshin, obviously, with the passive, is able to hit the mark as many times as possible. And Hilda obviously has a little bit
को
better
को जोइन
vision
गर्छ
in
जोइन
this
गर्दा हुन्छ गाइज
early
सबै लिङ्कहरू
phase
हालिदिएर हुन्छ
compared to
डिस्कर्ड
Helia,
आइडीमा
who will take a little while to obviously crank that passive up and get a little
गेम
bit
त
more
के
heals.
हेर्ने
But
यार त्यही नै
then
अब
again, we
त्यो
come to
अहिलेको
the
गेम भन्दा
Baxia,
झ्याल लाग्दो
which
गेम
of
छ
course
होइन
has that anti-heal, will be disrupting
कोही
Oh,
कोहीले
all the self-heals. But
wait,
ऊ
oh,
wait.
what?
यहाँ मार्थ्यो क्या
Oh,
काइलले
Wait, he still
वान
died.
भ्यू होइन बट
Oh, he
प्युरिफायरमा
wasn't
खेल्दा
able
रहेछ क्या
to
ऊ म
beat
त फ्लिकरमा
the
खेल्दा
damage
सोचेको
output
ठिकै छ
on the
ठिकै
YSS. Not enough. He was not having his level 4 just yet. I feel like he
छ
could have afforded to be a little more patient considering
वाट
everyone was
मसरफ को
going
हो
for the
मसरफ त्यो
turtle
भन्ने
anyway.
yeah.
That was not the play to be made by Kyle over there. But with that being said, Kakarot starting
बिग
off with the
ब्ल्याक
jungle.
ड्रागन
There's the Black Dragon farm. Engaged by Romcom. The bravest fighter is there, but it's going to be Kakarot with the turtle. But the Yi Shin is giving them the vision they need right now. And there it
डिस्कर्ड नचलाएको
is. The
दुई
amount
तिन
of
वर्ष
damage
भएपछि
from
पहिला पब्जी
Session,
टर्न खेल्दा
man. They just let
डिस्कर्ड
her
त
slide,
कम्पलसरी हो
and
नि गाइस
she wreaked
डिस्कर्ड त
havoc in the
हान्नुपर्छ नि
backline. 2 members down. Art and Van will fall, and they have nothing to show for that.
यो गेम हामी हारेको
They
के
won't really
हेर
get any
कस्तो
positive take out of that. Obviously,
लास्टमा
just one
कस्तो
kill, and
हक
that
दिएको थियो
didn't
यार
happen because of the extension on the bottom side. If that wasn't the case, they basically would have been a 0-4-2, and we get an instant replay of the moment that really happened. Obviously, the turtle was really nicely secured by, even though there were 2 dragons floating in, the obvious advantage was really into the favor of Merino. Not to mention the perfect stun that came in
यहाँ
with the
मलाई
Fury of the
यता यता
Phoenix, just
कालियाले
blocking
मलाई फ्लिकर
4 of the members in the
फ्लिकर
place.
फर्स्ट हानेर
really
पक्रिदिरहेको क्या
really gave
Oh,
them the
म
advantage in the
भागिसकेको
team fight.
थिएँ
But I think
यता
we missed a
नमर्नु
kill
भन्थेँ म
while we're
yeah,
looking at the instant
Master.
replay.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I remember the score being 2-1. But with that being said, Kyle getting chased away by Van. The passive will not land. And with that, Kyle will back off, and so will Van, respecting the distance
यो गेम
and
विनेबल गेम थियो
the
यार हामीले
gap
कस्तो
right
चोक
now
हान्यो
in
नि गाइज
terms of
लास्टमा
the
यार
goal. Both of them will need to farm
उता
up a
उता स्टार्ट
little
भएको
more
छैन हेरौँ है
before
त
they can
गाइज
actually be the menace to society these gold laners are. Both
उता
these gold
स्टिल
laners
स्टार्टै भएको
actually.
छैन क्या त्यही भएर
So
नि
yes, what do you think, man? I mean, I feel like Godlike is gonna,
नयाँ
their
टिमको
entire
ट्राइआउट
off is
ट्राइआउट
like
भन्दा
a
नि यो एउटा टुर्नामेन्टको लागि
semi-pick
मात्रै
off
खेलेको
kind of
गाइज
thing. But the
Yeah.
entire, oh,
बब
right
र
as we
म
speak,
चाहिँ
there's the engage. The shield unity will collapse onto Art, and
सेकेन्ड
they
खेल्छ
will
नि
find
बबले
their
त
mark. As
ओभरअल
Bome is
सिरिज
gonna
नै
get the kill. There's the bravest fighter coming in. Romcom will land the stun, and he will
सबैले
back
राम्रै खेले
off
अरे
for
हाम्रो
now.
केटाहरूले
Kakarot
कसम यो
post
टिमले बबाले
popping
खेलेको
the
थियो यार
Turtles Poisons. Romcom sent very low. 4 men, 4 bodies in the mid from Merino, and nothing will come out of it. Once again,
हुन
fate,
नि
they're
गोल्ड
looking for
वाइसेस
fate,
खेलाएको थियो तर
but the stun
त्यस्तो
will
चाहिँ
not
युज
land.
भएन यार हाम्रो लागि त
On the other side, Flicker gets used up by Kimmy, but he's gonna be all okay. But since obviously
यसपछि के
Van
गर्ने
doesn't have the horse anymore, he
यसपछि
might
त
try to
यार
go for it.
हेर्नुपर्छ यार यसपछि
Oh,
केटाहरूको
two
गेम वाच पार्टी गर्ने
dragons
हो नि
fighting in the air for dominance, but it's going to be Kakarot with the turtle. The retribution
या
finds through.
यस्तो सेक्री
Masara on
मारिदिएको
the
थिएँ
bot
मैले
side will be taken down.
ओ यहाँ हेर केटा
He
मलाई हेर
will
मलाई हेर
be
यार
caught out on the turret,
या
fighting
मलाई
in
हेर
the air.
Horse
या
anymore,
क्यामेरा
he
कस्तो
might
मलाई
try to go for
नदेखाएको
it.
यार छ यार
Oh, two dragons fighting in the air for dominance, but it's
म
going to be
यता जुतिरहेको छु क्या
Kakarot
यता
with the turtle. The
यसलाई हाने
retribution finds
यसलाई
through. Masarap on the bot side will be taken down. Art. He will
यो
be
बडी
caught out
मऱ्यो
on the turret. Nearly picks up Van. Make it two. Yes, he does. 3 members
म
down
यसलाई
from
नि
God
फेटलाई
Like.
नि
They need
मारिदिन्थेँ
to
क्या
get
तर मेरो फर्स्ट किल
something
कनेक्ट
from
नभइदिएर
Masarap
क्या
right now.
मर्थ्यो
But he's
नभए फेट नि
sustaining through it all. He will
मर्थ्यो यार फेट त
survive with the sliver of HP. They're searching for Fate. Kimmy sent back really
होइन
low.
कि
Oh,
कुन
Fate
टिमबाट
and
खेल्ने भने
Fate will
खै गाइज अब
somehow
फिक्स
manage
छैन
to stay
यार
alive. But the situation is
oh.
not looking good. They're going for the re-engage.
यो गेम
There's
कस्तो
the
हारेको
Zaman
क्या हामी
Force,
छ यार
and it's not enough. Fate will have to be sent back to
हेर्नै
the
मन
base.
लाग्दैन
They
यार
go
यो
in
गेम
on
हारेको देखेर
Kakarot once again. This is a full collapse on the members of Godlike right now. They are really struggling.
Yeah,
खै साँच्ची
Nepali
भोलि
trying to
भोलिदेखि
engage. We
टुर्नामेन्ट
can really
रजिस्ट्रेसन
see the
खुल्छ है केटा
leaderboard
रजिस्टर
is
हान्नु है त केटा
actually moving
अफसेट
in
टुर्नामेन्ट
that direction. You can see it in
उता
the
स्टार्ट
corner.
भएन
The team fight
जुत्सुको
is still heavily going on.
Oh, they nearly caught out
होइन
Kakarot,
यार
but he
स्टार्ट
will
भएको त
use the shield unity to make his way back to safety. But with that being said, the amount of vision is really adding
मलाई
up.
मात्रै
I
हो
feel
र यो
like
इन्डियन
Fate
टप
will
टिमहरू
probably have to
पनि डार्क
start
सिजन
prioritizing
लाग्यो
the Zacian ult instead of the
होइन
Yuzong.
होइन त्यस्तो राम्रै
If
खेल्छ
they
इन्डियन
take out the
टिमहरूले
Yuzong, they don't have anything for initiation.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
And also,
oh,
oh, on the top, Estachio,
Fate
gonna be fine.
1v1 against Kyle. He will
ऊ
get his mark. Kyle held on to
Oh,
the skill
कस्तो
a
छिरेर
little too
हानिदिएको
long.
फेटले त
I
यार
feel he could have popped that
yeah.
stun over there. He should
I
have
think
popped
he
that
could have.
stun. He would
Oh,
have
look
got the
at
kill.
यहाँ
But
के गरेँ क्या मैले यहाँ
massive
के
send
गरेँ
once
यार
again.
गाइज
Masra
मैले
finally caught
के
out, but
गरेँ
there's a
यार
Zacian
यहाँ
ult with
हेर
the
यहाँ
taunt. Got the kill. I feel he could have popped
ए
that
yeah.
कस्तो
stun over
किन
there.
गएँ
He
क्या
should
म
have popped
यार
that stun. He would have
सिधै
got
अल्ट
it.
हराइदिएर क्या अल्ट हान्ने जानुपर्ने थियो यार
Massive
मैले
set
त
once
मिस्टेक
again.
गरेँ नि
Masra finally caught out, but there's a Zacian ult with the taunt. Art coming in, dropping a lot of damage. And there is the reverse dragon, the
मैले
IMU
अल्ट हान्नु
dragon
पर्थ्यो यार
coming
त्यहाँ
onto
अल्ट हान्नु जानु
Kakarot.
पर्थ्यो
There is a lot of damage
खोइ
being
बिटले त
dealt.
के हो सेक्री
He
हान्नु थियो
will
त
not last as Bid will get the kill onto Kakarot. Van diving in onto Bobe.
भब नि
Will he
मऱ्यो
get the kill?
भ्यान
Yes, he does. But Kyle is trying to
कत्रो
find a
ट्याङ्क
mark.
यार
He gets sent back to base really, really low,
के
making his
हेर्थ्यो
way
आज
down. And this
भर्खर
is the
आइपुग्यो
comeback. Godlike really, really turned the tempo around right
अँ
now. Kimmy
Yeah.
यो
sent
हिजोको गेम थियो
back
गाइज
to half HP.
हिजो
They
लाइभ
will
भएको थियो होइन
collapse onto him. Will they
मैले
get the kill they need?
हिजो
Art tries to
गडलाइकसँग
poke
हाम्रो
it
म्याच
out.
परेको
Does
थियो
not
क्या
want to take
टुर्नामेन्टमा
any smoke from
त्यही
Masarab
हेरेर
right
हो
now.
गाइज अहिले
A really good
अब
decision
आज
first to
केटाहरूको म्याच
land the
पनि छ है
kill,
गाइज
but of course this
एकछिनमा
will
हुन्छ
want
त्यही
him
भएर यो एकछिन
immediately.
हेरेर हो
The score was
आज
2-4.
याइको र
7
गन
if I
छ
was
होइन
not
अनि अर्को
mistaken, and
टिममा
suddenly
चाहिँ
7
लक र
to
हाइब्रिड
8.
छ कसले
They
चाहिँ जित्छ
immediately
केटा हो
climbed
दुइटा
all of
नेपाली
their
इम्पोर्ट
certificates up, even though it looked like, so far they
भाइसेस
were
गोल्डले त गरेको
dominant
जस्तो
in the
लाग्यो
momentum, but they have not been
भाइसेस गोल्ड
answering.
ठिकै थियो
What are
भन्नु न यो
the
गेम तर
players that
भाइसेस
Merino was
प्युरिफाईमा
doing?
खेल्दा रहेछ
They were
क्या
basically picking off
हामीले
Art.
हामीले त
We could have seen the
12-13
difference
मिनटमा
in
थाहा भयो
position,
प्युरिफाई
but
चाहिँ
Art
हान्नु भाइसेस
cannot join those team fights. And right now, into top lane again. Better watch out, Estachio. Or is it Romcom?
यता रोमको मोर थियो यार
Okay,
हान्नु पर्यो
Romcom got
फ्लिकर भयो
low
नि बेटा
as Kyle is going to be taking away the turret from their opponents. And Godlike, really good comeback. They went from 2-8 to
सबैजनाले
7-8.
राम्रै खेल्यो
They
भन्नु न हाम्रो
turned the goal
टिमको
lead around.
ओभरअलले
It's basically nothing at this point, and it's actually shifting
अब
in their
छिटै
favor.
याइकोहरूको टिमसँग नि
Economy
पर्छ है
slowly but
गाइज हामी
surely, but Van and the members of
Yahiko
Godlike
के अब
making up a death
लक्की
push,
हाइब्रिडको टिम
but I think they know that they've been spotted out, so they're just gonna hold on for now.
which team you play
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
honestly
fixed yet
locker versus a
guys
bush. I don't really
fix
like
चाहिँ केही भएको
at
छैन अझसम्म
this point of the game. I think
खेल्न सक्छु
you're
नखेल्न
much
सक्छु
better
यार
trying to control the waves and trying to look for
कस्तो छ
some
नयाँ
form of
टिम
ambush, right?
नयाँ टिम त
Because
4
obviously
1
the game's
टुर्नामेन्ट
still
मात्र हो
early.
गाइस
You've still
एउटा
got your
टुर्नामेन्टको
turrets
लागि
in, and you
खेल्यो
still gotta
खेल
make
कि
sure
खेल
to get
भन्ने
a
मात्र
little bit
खेलेको
more
त्यही
map
नि
flow
नभए खेल्दिनँ
until an inner turret is getting taken down. Yeah, they will have to position themselves a little bit better. But regardless, 7 to 8 scores still, no blood shed
यार
yet.
जुत निकल
It
थियो यार
looks
जुत
like
निकल त राम्रै छ
Ava
यार
wants something
यो कालिया
in
फर्स्ट रहेछ
the
क्या त
art, and yes, he does.
स्पिकर पनि थिएन
Massive
कालियाको
set coming in. This Asian stun will land Art, who is not
8
going to
पनि म
sustain for long as Bobe gets the kill. Master up, makes it two. Bid will fall. Furious dive away back to safety. Van looking for something, but the three members of Godlike slowly
या
making
यस्तो
their way
कमेडी
back.
हुन्छ नि
They
यार
have
यो
no
मोडको
turret
अल्टमा
in the
हेर
mid
न
side. They're being sieged
कुन
out.
मासरा
There's
भयो त खै
five
कुन
members
चाहिँ
try to
मासरा
rush
रहेछ
and
हौ
get
त्यो यार
something out of it
कुन
right
चाहिँ
now.
मासरा भयो
But
त्यो
there
केटा हो
is
युजङ
no
खेल्ने
real objective on the map for the members of Merino to turn it around. They're going to poke the turrets out, wait for the Lord to come up while Masadap makes his way back up top.
Really, really good
यहाँ एउटा
like
यस्तो
rotations that
कमेडी
are
हुन्छ क्या
coming
यता
in
हेर
from
न
the
यार
side of
गाइस एकछिन
Merino.
कस्तो
They really
कमेडी हुन्छ
saw the moment that
यो
Godlike
गेममा
was
यहाँ
kind of in
त
a
हारेको
weird
भन्दै कस्तो
position, and they
लाग्थ्यो
really
छ्या,
capitalized on it. Made sure to just
जबरजस्ती थ्रो गर्न गएको यार यो गेम
basically
त
force Art in a pedestal, and that was a good decision for themselves. But right now, of course, they have an objective to fight for.
माथिको
Mid
मेरो
lane
कमेन्ट
already.
पढ त यो
Oh, Bede,
जङ
what were you
यो
doing
जङ
out
मरिसके पनि
there?
यो जङको
It's
अल्टी
Art who
अर्को
makes it
टिमले
happen for them.
अर्को टिममा
Van coming in
कसरी
with the Phantom Steed. Oh, what a set coming in,
भ्यालेन्टिनाले मेरो
man.
अल्टिएको थियो नि त
But somehow Kimi will still have
भ्यालेन्टिनासँग नि यो
an
जङको अल्टियो
amazing reaction time over there. Flicks out to safety, but with that
एकछिन यहाँ
happening,
कसरी मर्यो
Phantom Steed, what are you doing out there? It's Art who makes it happen.
पप पप कसरी
Decision for
मर्यो
themselves. But right now, of course, they have an
ओ
objective
माई
to fight
गड
for. Mid lane
यहाँ त
already.
यार
Oh,
या म पेट्रिफाई
Bede,
बचाउन
what were
सक्छु
you
होला बबलाई
doing out
पेट्रिफाई पनि थिएन
there?
अल्टिने
It's
थिएन मेरो
Art who makes it happen for them. Van coming in with the Phantom Steed. Oh, what a set coming in, man. But somehow Kimi will still have an amazing reaction
त्यस्तो
time
पनि हुन्छ
over there. Flicks out to safety, but with that
भइहाल्छ नि
happening, they will lose map control on the Lord. They're waiting for Master to pop the
भ्यालेन्टिना
ult.
मेरो
Will
अल्टिरहेको
they
थियो नि
go
त
in?
पहिलेदेखि नै
Yes,
मनमा
I
अगाडि
think they will. There it is. Kyle and their members. The Black Dragon form being
कसले
used up. Who will get the retribution? Will Kakarot
नाइस
stand
थियो यार
again? But
यार
no, it's Fate who gets it done. Van will fall. Art will also will be down.
यो रोमकम
Romcom and the other
कसरी
members of
बाजिरहेको छ
Godlike
एभ्री
forced to
टाइम यो
make their way
बाजिरहेको
back.
छ यार यो
But
रोमकम
Merino is hunting for an objective. Kyle will go in, but the flicker is used up perfectly, and Bid will be living to see another day.
Both of likely team fighting to
भएछ
scale
यसलाई
come
एकछिन
back
मात्रै
from
हुन्छ
towards the later phase. But oh, mid lane,
एकछिन यहाँ के
I
भयो
think 8 to 12 is not much of a big of an issue. But of course, the game is going towards the later phase. But oh, mid lane,
Okay, what's going on over there? Massive brawl once again. Kimi somehow gets caught up. How did they burst him down? Even Master Up makes his way back to half HP, but they will be running out of damage potential right now. And there's the re-engage coming in by the members of Merino. And Bid will be taken
रोमकम
down.
त के
Will
हो
Romcom fall soon? But there's the Zaman force.
यहाँ चाहिँ
Evil,
कमेडी
the
हुन्छ क्या
burn from
फेट
the
नि
glowing
मर्यो
wall will take him down.
अब
Fate,
भ्यानलाई
four
हेर है
members
भ्यानलाई
down
हेर
from
गाइज
Godlike. It's all, but the burn from the
जेटिनको
glowing wall will take
प्यासिभले
him
हेर न
down.
यार
Fate,
कस्तो
4 members down from Godlike. It's only Van. He
the-
gets pushed away from the Phantom
ओ
Steed.
माई
How
गड
will he get? It's only
कस्तो
Van. From the
कमेडी क्या
glowing wall
यार
will
यो
take
त
him down. Fate. 4
कस्तो
members down
कमेडी
from Godlike. It's only Van. He gets
हेक
pushed
ब्रो
away from the Phantom Steed. How
यहीको म्याच
will
कहिले
he
यहीको
get
म्याच अब हुन्छ
away
केटा
right
अब 5-10
now?
मिनट
Kyle is searching for the opportunity. Uses up the ult. The Mountain Shocker
5-10 मिनट
does
स्टार्ट
not
हुन्छ गाइज
use the
2 मिनट
burn
भन्नु
because
2
all
2
they
3
needed
मिनट
was one more basic attack, and they will find it. Godlike completely
प्यासिभले
wiped
गर्दा
out in a
प्यासिभले
surprising
ठेल्थ्यो
turn of
अनि
events.
घोडाको रेन्जमै भएन
that passive, look at that. That passive pushed him away from
कमेडी
his
यार वाइल्ड
force. This is
Nah,
why
someone gotta
I
clip
have to
that.
say, this is why people say you gotta be patient, man. If
यहाँ
only
हामी
he waited for his
हारेको
own
चाहिँ
to
हेरौँ
Bobe the cool lives at all again, but it's released. But
यहाँ
yeah,
पनि
it's
हाम्रो ग्याङ
just
राम्रै थियो क्या
a bad time for the cooldown to come
कसलाई
back
हाने थियो
on. But that being said, they will
वाइसेस
catch
बाँच्यो
out
पनि
Kyle, but he survives at all against
वाइसेस
all odds.
कसरी बाँच्यो यार
But yeah, it's just
यो जेटी नै
a bad
पर्फेक्ट
time for
काउन्टर
the
गर्छ क्या
cooldown
यो
to come
कालियाले
back
चाहिँ
on. But that being said, they will catch
कालियाको अल्टले
out
बचायो
Kyle, but he survives at all against all odds.
फेट
And this
मर्यो
is
सबै
another
मर्छ होला
turnaround once again. Merino Van is in the front, trying to tank with the Phantom Steed. Romcom doing the same with the Bravest Fighter, but Master up single-handedly zoning away 4 members of Godlike by himself. The Black Dragon and his tenacity cannot be denied. He's just doing so good
मेजले त
right
अति
now.
खेलेछ मेज
Merino
हाम्रो
so
बबे
in
बब हो
sync.
गाइज
They know exactly what they want. in these objectives,
हाम्रो
and they
नेपाली म्याच
are
हो
collapsing
तर यस्तो
their
म्याच नै थ्रो
members
भएको
apart like one after
अनि
another.
यार थ्रो
Goldie,
भयो नि
not
यार
too
यस्तो
much,
म्याच
but it's significant
तर
enough
ओभरअल हामीले
to
जित्यो
make it an issue
रिभर स्विप
for
हानेको
all right.
2-1
Yeah, it is. I mean,
फर्स्ट म्याच चाहिँ थ्रो भयो नि
4,000
यार
at around 12
अब
marks.
2-0 हुन्छ
I
जस्तो
do
लाग्यो
think it's quite a mark
स्टिल
right now.
लोवर
And
ब्राकेट पनि
Merino,
छ
obviously,
सो
with this
गडलाई
objective,
फेरि
with
आउँछ
getting that Lord,
होला फर
no
स्योर
questions
Oh,
asked. And
oh,
right now,
Timmy.
oh, looks like a pickoff.
होल
Yo,
सिरिज त हामीले
massive
जित्यो
ball.
गाइस
I
को
thought of
हेर्ने
coming in
हेर्दा हुन्छ है
again. They're
जुत्सु
gonna catch
स्पोर्टमा
Kimmy
भएको थियो
out.
गाइस
Used up a lot of
रिसेन्ट
resources.
हिजोको
Kakarot very,
लाइभ
very
हेर्दा
low
हुन्छ
right now. He makes his way
यहाँ
out.
मेरो ल्याग भइदिएर
Now
हेर
they've used up a
न
lot of
या
resources.
युजङ गल्ट
Kakarot
हानेर
very, very low
ल म
right
त
now.
सिधै क्या
He
ल्याग
makes his
भइदिएर
way
क्या
out with a sliver
धन्न
of
पछि
HP.
चल्यो क्या
Masrab forced to use the Furious Dive to back off, and the four members of Merino, after losing their roamer, will have to back off. But they
मेरो
can
मिनिङको नाम
regroup
छ र
themselves and wait for that Lord, which is
मासरा
going to be
भनेको
marching down the
डिलिसियस हो
top
गाइस
side
कतिलाई थाहा छैन होला
against
फिलिपिनो
godlike
ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा
esports.
डिलिसियस हो
It's still, I think it's just the first Lord, so it's not going to be too much. But the CCMU rom-com with the
वाइटी
bravest
नेम के छ
fighter
वाइटी जुत्सु
predicts
स्पोर्ट्स
the
जुत्सु
flicker perfectly and responds with one of his
अझै
own. He
8
will
मिनट बढा
fall,
यार
but he has done his job,
उताको
taking
ब्रेक
down Kyle. And right now, they will try to find out Kakarot too. But there's a
कति कति
stun
भयो भने
once again.
फाइनल्समा
Zixian
2-1 भएको
being a
2-1
menace as Master will
म्यारिनो
get the double kill on
हामीले
Lord,
जितेको
and they will
रिभर्स स्विप हान्ने
again and again. Merino
लकले
turning
भन्दै थियो
out a
हिजो रिभर्स
winning
स्विप
fight for
लकले
Godlike
नि
on
लाइभ स्ट्रिम
its
त गरिरहेको थियो
heels
देखिरहेको थिएँ
and
मैले
clapping
आज
back in response.
But that was just beautiful coming in
थ्रो
from, of
थ्रो भएको
course,
थियो क्या
none
हाम्रो
other
त
than
छ्या यार
Lord
यिनी
himself.
पाएर नि थ्रो कसरी
Rom-com,
हुन्छ
a
क्या
great prediction, but oh, on the bottom
Oh,
side,
man.
looks like he's a little bit
Phantom
stuck.
Steed. Phantom Steed forced to be used defensively. He's actually looking for an opportunity, but it's actually Kimmy just trying to tank them away, push them away, while his members will take down that Lord. But look at
आई रिमेम्बर
that,
द्याट 5
man.
मिनट फ्लिकर अल्टी
Rom-com.
क्याचिङ
Dude, that
5
ult
नत्तेले
was so
ओए
clutch,
मैले फ्लिकर
dude.
अल्टी
I
मिस
mean,
हानेको थिएँ र थिएन होला हौ एलिसमा
Yeah,
we
I
need
think
to
we're going to
see.
be getting
Ah,
that
it didn't
in
show that.
replay.
It didn't show that.
And
Yeah, I thought we were
one
gonna get that
second.
even.
1 second miss. It is kind of funny. We wanted to say his aura plus, but we got his
यहीँको म्याच
aura
चेन्ज
minus in the
यहीँको अर्कै
replay.
म्याच छ होइन
So sorry, sorry,
फर्स्ट गेम
Rom-com.
त
But yeah,
मुम्बई सर्भर नै
we
थियो
saw
सेकेन्ड गेम र
how
थर्ड
amazing
गेम
it was, and obviously coming in
बेङ्गाल थियो
clutch like that is
तिनीहरूले
what
टस
exactly
जित्यो अनि तिनीहरूले
the
चाहिँ
side of
बेङ्गाल
godlike
सर्भर
esports
खेल्ने रे
needed. But
क्या अनि
hey,
त्यही
it
भएर
is
सेकेन्ड र
it
थर्ड
was
गेम
just,
बेङ्गाल
I
थियो
would say, like one Lego break out of the whole
फर्स्ट गेम हामीले
tower,
चुज
right?
गरेको
We
सेकेन्ड
still
गेम
have a
तिनीहरूले
long way to
थर्ड
go
गेम
because
तिनीहरूले
right now
टस जित्यो
the
अनि बेङ्गाल
base is
सर्भर सेकेन्ड र थर्ड
exposed
गेम
on the far left side. They don't
गेम
have any
स्टार्ट भयो
inhibitor
त
anymore,
गेम स्टार्ट
and
भएको छैन
any
यार
minion
केटा हो
pressure is going to be
म
causing
यहाँ
them
हेर्दैछु
to
अरू
retreat from
फोनबाट
this.
अझै 6 मिनट
So
ब्रेक
one
भन्दैछ
member
यार
has to constantly watch out, and that member will
एकछिनको
most
रुम गाइज
likely be
अब
either
के
Fate
गर्ने र
or Romcom itself, the ones who have really good wave clear. Because on the other side of the map,
विज
it's going to
युजङ
be Van, who
युजङ
needs to
मै हो
also
केटा
carry
हो
the waves because
हिजोको
Valentina,
हेरेर हो
she does not have
हिजोको
the
वाच
strongest wave
गरेर
clear, and letting her be alone like that is also
अब
not a
अब
good
थ्रो
decision.
आउँछ केटा
So
हो
right now,
यहाँ हामीले
losing the
इन्गेज नगर्नु पर्ने
macro
थियो क्या यति
like
बेला
that
चाहिँ
is going to
तर
be
ठिकै छ
I feel like
just
Dead Bush
यहाँ
is.
जबरजस्ती इन्गेज
Oh,
गर्न गइदिएर क्या हामी
okay.
okay, they popped out the vision perfectly. They know it's only three members over there. Kyle going in. There's the stun with the Zishian. Forced to use a flicker out. There's re-engage coming in by Master Up as Van will use the Phantom Steed to wreak havoc in the backline, but Kakarot will not survive
फेटको
for
ड्यामेज
long
जति लाग्यो नि
as the
ए भ्यान
turtle
मऱ्यो भने चाहिँ केही
will
हुन्छ होला
have cell breach. Van with a lot of damage sends them all to low
मेरो
HP,
अल्टिमेट भएको
but
छ
every single member, every frontliner from each team
यहाँ हामी
is suffering the
जबरजस्ती इन्गेज
same
गर्नु
fate,
गयो
but they did win back
सिआरकेमा
Lord
मेन चाहिँ
control.
विक त
Van
उसको
and
लाग्यो अरू
Romcom
टिम
will
छ
be picking up the Queen's
अहिले
Wings
अर्कै
and
छ
Antique
सिआरकेको में
respectively. And I think this Lord is gone for
भेन्जेन्स
good.
र
I mean, it's
पेट्रिफाईको
going to be
प्लस
godlike for
पोइन्ट र
sure.
माइनस पोइन्ट
Unless
भन्दैन
Kyle uses up the Mountain Shocker,
पेट्रिफाई त
defenses
तिमी
among
अब
those used up, trying to
स्पेसिफिक
push
हिरो
them away.
मात्र खेल्यो
There it
लाइक
is.
जङहरूमा
There the objectives.
जङहरूमा
And could
भेन्जेन्स
we have a
फ्लिकहरू
take a look at
काम
the
लाग्दैन नि त सो
itemization?
पेट्रिफाई राम्रो हुन्छ
I think
थर्ड स्किल र पेट्रिफाई
since
हान्न
the 16 minutes, they
अनि
should be
युजङबाट
done.
झर्ने बित्तिकै
One
पेट्रिफाई
last
हान्न राम्रो
item
हुन्छ
for most of the
भेन्जेन्स चाहिँ
members,
अपोनेन्टको लाइक
and
मार्क्सम्यानहरू
obviously
छ
they
भने
hope for, of
फिजिकल
course, none other
त्यो
than the
बेसी
wishes
कटेको
of
हान्ने
Lanky
मार्क्सम्यानहरू छ भने चाहिँ भेन्जेन्स
finishing his
राम्रो हुन्छ
build
भनौँ न
just now as we
तर
spoke
नि
of it.
स्पेसिफिक
And on the
हिरोहरूमा
other side,
मात्रै हो भेन्जेन्स
Ishishini
पनि
still yet to build his Blade of
लाइक
Despair,
थामोस
and
सिसीहरूमा मात्रै
the
राम्रो हुन्छ
mages, I
भेन्जेन्स
think they're almost done. Okay, I
अरूमा
think
त राम्रो हुँदैन
this
त्यस्तो
Zishin
भेन्जेन्स
doesn't have any cooldown items. That's kind of surprising. I mean, except for the shoes and the
एपेक्स
lightning strike,
स्ट्रिममा
which
चाहिँ
is
थियो बब
passive.
र
I
हजुर हिजो राति
expected,
हामी खेल्दै थियो
the
एपेक्स
book or the Flame
स्ट्रिममा
Fan
राति
to be showing up by now, but I think only now
अरू
she's
को
building.
जोइन
Oh,
गरेको छ
oh, look at
यिनीहरूले
that!
Oh,
लक
big set
हाइब्रिड
coming
याइको
in.
र गन मात्र
Kakarot survived somehow. The
यहाँ
tortoise
फेट
Bazaar's
हेर न
having its
कस्तो
mark.
लक्की क्या
Big
यिनीहरू
set.
यार यार
By now, but I think
यस्तो
only now she's
जितिसक्यो क्या
building.
हामीले यहाँ
Oh, oh,
कसरी
look at
हारे
that!
यार
Oh,
कस्तो
big
मिठो
set Zed coming in. Cat
भ्यान
cannot survive
कस्तो बाँचेको
somehow.
यार
The tortoise Pazans having its mark. Van will survive
के गरेँ यार
in.
मैले
Cat cannot survive somehow. The tortoise Pazans having its mark. Van will survive with a sliver of HP. Fate picking up the double kill. They've lost their damage output.
फेट
It's
पनि
only Bowie
बाँच्यो
against the world.
फेट
As
बाँचिदिएपछि
Romcom going
सक्यो
in for the stun. The bravest fighter being used up. Gimme! Immortality popped. Van sent very low. Fate is
GG
trying to
यार guys.
catch out Kimmy, and he will find his mark. 3 members
कुनै
down,
टिम जोइन
and
गर्यो
this
बब्रो
is
मात्र
not looking
Oh,
good
this
for
is
them.
just
They're
for
spending
एउटा
too much
टुर्नामेन्टको
onto
लागि मात्रै हो
Arc
guys
and Van.
यो
These
त
guys are purely just tanking the turrets, and the Queen's
just
Wings
for
is
one
probably what
tournament
saved Van over there.
अब
And
यहाँ त
before a
गेमै
Lord
सकिन्छ
March, you have no wave clear. They're chasing Bobby down. He's shut down. This Lord is
के गर्नु
marching
अल्ट
in.
सल्ट केही
It's
छैन
only
केटा होइन
Master up. They will be hitting the edges. It
यो
will
गेम चाहिँ लास्टै
shatter.
थ्रो हाने क्या
And the
हामीले यार
first game
लास्टै नै
will be going to godlike after an
टुर्नामेन्टको प्राइस
absolute beast of a
2-3
comeback.
लाख हो जस्तो लाग्यो
That was
टुर्नामेन्टको प्राइस
insane because honestly, the game still, if not
सेकेन्ड
godlike,
गेमहरू
will walk with a setup of a
सेकेन्ड गेम
Kimi
त बेङ्गाल
Time.
सर्भर बटै खेले थियो
Van
फर्स्टबाट हेरौँ है त कस्तो भयो
Yushin, but at
त्यो
the same
पेटको
time,
हेरी त अति
not
छ
even level 4. You don't even have your
एकछिन
ultimate.
2
That is
किल
just
हानिसकेको रहेछ 2 किल कहाँ हाने केटाहरूले कस्तो छ
that
केटाहरूले
almost
राम्रै खेल्छ
doubts
यार
for now.
अति नै यार
And I
यो
think
गेम
the
त
game
क्यारी
coming in,
खायो
I think
वाइल्ड
the early game could go either way for either team, man. I mean, it's a very interesting draft on both sides.
हार्टको
But right now,
फ्लिकर
as we
थिएन
speak,
फ्लिकर हान्न
Art
पाएन छ त
will get caught out. The taunt will succeed while the Badang pushed him against the wall. It was not enough to push
नाइस
away
डेन्जर
his
एग्रेसिभ छ
respawn
त
timer this
अवर्ली
time.
त
So he sent back to
Why
the
is this
base.
tournament being
And with
streamed
that being
in
said,
Jutsu Sport, guys?
Master
Jutsu
Up
Sport.
is actually gonna be taking a lot of poke from Romcom, but on top,
Ban?
Van picked off by the Freya.
What the heck?
And
What's
I
interesting.
think
more
that
there?
was Kakarot. Dude, Kakarot is playing such an aggressive. He has not even gone for his
What
red buff, dude.
the कस्तो एग्रेसिभ खेल्दो रहेछ
He's
नि त
not gone
केटाहरूले
for
त
the red. He's just like, I
एकको
want
गेम हो भने
every
5 मिनट जति
invade
लाग्छ भन्नु केटा
possible, and you're giving it to me.
2 मिनट हो कि
That is
5 मिनट जति
insane, honestly. That is like diabolical as
जुत्सु
a
स्पोर्ट
Hayabusa. I mean,
च्यानलमा
I
हुन्छ
get it.
गाइज लाइभ
Hayabusa is
जुत्सु स्पोर्ट
kind of
च्यानल
like the counter of the Yushin, but at the same time, not even level 4. You don't even have your ultimate. That is just insanity. But hey, it Lena, which is of course the Kimi insane damage amp right from the level 1, and of course the fact that the other side, Godlike Esports, they don't exactly have a tanky roamer on the comparison to the
हो
got
चारजना
four
बसिरहेछ
people focus right there. Romcom.
Okay, Master knew there was someone there, but he didn't know there's so many bodies. He will fall. It's gonna be
ना
Romcom, but on
यार
the other end, Bobe is gonna get the kill on Kimmy, and there he is so low. Van will also be taken out
मैले एक्सपेक्ट नै गरेँ
somehow
चारजना
against
छ होइन
all odds. Romcoms makes it back safe. Bobe going in with a very aggressive play right now,
के
but
हो
it will
आमामा
not be
काइल त
enough.
फायर रहेछ त
That was that
ब्रो
was.
टाइमरबाट
I mean,
8
I'm gonna
मोर
be honest,
मिनट्स रे
Masab, that was kind of on you because uh,
त्यही त
the
यार
thing
फेरि
is,
टाइमर
when you
बनायो
hit
यार
your first kill, right? You get the passive back with how many people you hit. Did he notice his passive was full? He should have realized, hey, something is wrong in this bush, man. But hey, who am I to judge? Just kidding. The 5-1 score right now. Merino leading the game with, of course, heavily having the
मास्टर के
advantage on
भन्ने त
Hayabusa. But what the hell? Kakarot 0-4 assist. support support jungle meta is
004
it?
जोसेफ
For real, man, Gato stealing away all the kills.
Kimi trying to get the main character into you.
ओ
Okay,
नाइस
Pop in
ट्राई
the
थियो
mid
यार
lane. Is that an engage?
ओ यो त लास्टै रङ फाइट थियो यार
Oh man, Massive said they get everybody they need, but Kakarot will be the one to fall, not getting,
तिनटा
not
इम्पोर्ट
able to
मिल्दैन
shadow away. And I think that's the biggest issue with the
त्यो
new
त तिनटा
S2.
इम्पोर्ट त
The
मिल्दैन
margin
गाइस
for error is just
नभए
so much
तिनटा
less.
इम्पोर्ट गर्न त
He
मिल्दैन
has to
नि
be a lot more
दुईटा इम्पोर्ट
careful.
मात्रै हो
And going from invading their
ओ रहेछ
opponents
यो गेम
is
त
less
चाक
than
खाएको
4
थियो यार
minutes
केटा
in.
हो चाक हाने थियो
He's
गेम
going to be
केटाहरूले
invaded
धन्न
instead
क्यारी हान्यो गेम
by godlike esports. So yeah, I would not like to be in that situation
मैले
on
लापु
jungle.
लिएको भने भ्यानको लागि
And
लापु लिएको थिएँ होइन
with the
भ्यान
next
त
turtle
कस
coming up, I think it's going
भ्यानले
to be a
त्यस्तो
lot
केही
more
गर्नै
crucial
पाएन
that
गेम
Kakarot does get his buffs, because if this Hayabusa does not scale in time,
यो
Van is
फेक
going to
फेक
outpace him by
मास्टर
far.
हो फेक मास्टर हो
And I definitely do think. Oh, okay, top lane. Is that a kill? And I definitely think. Oh, vengeance.
Oh my
Oh,
god, that's
Ooh.
such an unlucky shadow kill. And also
What
Fate,
the fuck?
iframes, yo!
Fate?
Dodging every single skill! He will turn this fight around.
यहाँ फेटलाई हेर न गाइस
If this
ओ माय
Hayabusa does
गॉड
not
ब्रो
scale in time, Van is going to outpace him by far.
पहिला हाइबसको अल त्यसपछि किमीको अल त्यसपछि गाटोको
and
अल
I definitely do
त्यही नि
think.
बाँची
Oh,
थियो
okay, top lane. Is that a kill? And I definitely think. Oh,
जुक हान्दैछ
vengeance.
यार जुक हान्दैछ
Oh my
Oh
god, that's
my
such an unlucky
god.
shadow kill. And also, wait,
What
iframes.
the hell, bro?
Yo! Dodging every single
Yahiko
skill.
versus lock
He
over. Or the
will
Yahiko versus
turn
lock
this
over,
fight
guys. 5 minute
around
पछि.
and they will make it a kill. What the hell?
हिजोको
Fate.
गेमको वाच पार्टी है
Yo,
गाइस.
dude,
दिस
he
इज
has to stop playing
हिजो
marksman.
गेमको.
Send him to
आजको
EXP
केटाहरूको
right
गेम स्टार्ट भएको
now.
छैन त्यही भएर अहिलेसम्म यो हेर.
That sidestepping is insane, bro. Bro has been playing, some Elden Ring or some stuff in his free time because that sidestep helped him survive that landed
अटलको
strike
बेला
from
कहाँ
Turtle.
देखाइरहेको छ
Then
यार?
he moves out of the way of course, and uses the wall that comes in from the Badang. And right now, Turtle.
Romcom will get the kill onto Master Up. Oh, there's a set from Romcom. Once again, pushes them away from bait, but he has to give up his life to protect his backliner.
कुन टिम हो
Fade
लकहरूको?
using the
केटाहरू त
Cyclone
सब
to make his
इन्डियामा
way back
छन् त
mid, but Kakarot is
अहिलेको.
over there. They will have a
लकहरूको
shadow.
यामा
They
स्पोर्ट
will
हो
be
गाइस.
trying to push
यामा
a bit
स्पोर्ट
out.
भर्सेस क्रक्स पर्छ
Will
हैन
they
आज.
succeed in doing so? Yes, they do. Right now, Kyle will also make his rotation up.
एक्सप्लेन
They're
दिस
going for the
टुर्नामेन्ट.
invade onto the blue, but Van is actually counter
यो
jungling
टुर्नामेन्टमा चाहिँ
all
लाइक
the way
इम्पोर्टहरू खेल्न मिल्छ
on
अनि
bot side with a sliver
तीनटा
of
टिम छ भनौँ न
HP.
यो
The
नेपालीहरू भएको.
amount
एउटा
of
बब र
courage you need to
मेरो
have, but as we speaking of
अनि
courage,
एउटा
Kimi
याइको र गन, अर्को लक र हाइब्रिड छ हैन.
will try to give them the space they need to go
हामी
in.
टप 8 मा
Kyle
चाहिँ
nearly
पुगिसक्यो.
gets them, but
लोवर
Van
ब्र्याकेट पनि छ.
in a dangerous situation
हार्ने
will
टिम
make
चाहिँ
his way
लोवर ब्र्याकेट
back.
जान्छ, जित्ने टिम
Kikri
अपर
with
ब्र्याकेट.
the
अब
3-1
अझै
early
दुई
OG,
तीनटा
but it's Romcom pushing
तीन
them
चारवटा
back
गेम
once
बाइक छ
again.
भन्न
But
फाइनल
Kyle
पुग्न.
will not be denied
अब
his
छिटै अब हामी
share of blood.
याइको
Picks
टिमहरुसँग पनि
up the
पर्छ छिटै.
kill onto Van, and this is
हेर्दा
not
हुन्छ
looking
गाइज
good
यो.
for Godlike Esports. They did get a comeback, but right now they're losing control of the
लक चाहिँ तर
tempo
को अस्तिको
once
टुर्नीमा
again.
मास्टरअपले रोम
Bobe is just on
लक
fire.
रोम
Bobe and
प्लेयर हो
Kyle
भाइ.
right now.
Absolutely right,
कुन चाहिँ कुन
Baldu.
टिम
And
जाने
with
हो त
this,
फ्युचरमा?
I
खै
think
गाइज
the
अहिलेसम्म
side
केही
of
फिक्स छैन
Godlike
यार.
Esports, they gotta respond fast
तिमी नि राम्रै छ.
again
राम्रै
to
खेल्छ तिमी.
Merino. But this is, I think I'm having a little bit of a deja vu. It's
मास्टरअपले
recreation
इन्डियन
of the previous
टुर्नामेन्ट.
game, I would say, because
यो यो
back then,
एउटा
the side
टुर्नामेन्ट
of
मात्र
Godlike
खेल्दा हो
were being
गाइज.
pushed
त्यही
into a
पनि
corner.
खेल
And right
भन्दा
now,
थियो
they're
हैन.
going to be relying on
तिमीले
Van
त्यही भएर नि
again
खेलेर हो.
to kind of make those clutch plays
च्यानल
as well as
नेम
Romcom
जुत्सु
on
स्पोर्ट
that,
है
of course,
जुत्सु स्पोर्ट.
Sora. And I think considering Sora is
दिस
still
मास्टर
kind of broken,
यो म नै
the
हो गाइज.
chances of it
म र
are
बब
high,
भन्नु न
and
यो
that is the only thing
गड
that Merino
लाइकको
needs to
अगेन्स्टमा
watch
हैन.
out for. Their whole win condition right now, since the fact that Kakarot,
अति मिठो खेल्दैछ
it's
केटाले.
kind of funny since he doesn't have any kills. That doesn't really matter that much because he didn't have any bounty to begin with. So I guess in a way, do you call it
टुर्नामेन्ट
strategic
एकदम ल्याग
stealing
हुन्छ.
from Kimi? I guess
ल्याग
so.
भएको थियो रे
But
हिजो
with this,
टुर्नामेन्ट.
the
स्मुथै
turtle,
चल्ला जस्तो
last
लाग्यो त.
one coming in for the hands of Merino.
Oh, Kyle, dude, uses up the ultimate. 1 against 3. He's trying to get the poke on. Romcom actually succeeds in doing so. Romcom sent back to
काइलले
half
त कस्तो
HP.
पेलेको.
He
आमा
has to back
काइल
off
त.
anytime soon. Fate is there to give them the backup. There's Master up using up the bravest fighter, but what's happening on the mid side? Kim sent back very low and pushed back inside. His Van will get the kill. OG Shadow kill once again. Not the luckiest of the ults.
काइल
He
यो
will end up
काइल हो.
hitting everything
कसले
else
जितेको हिजो?
except
हिजो
the one he
जित्यो
needed
हामीले.
to.
रिभर्स
And they
स्विप
will
हानेको
be
गाइस.
forced to
रिभर्स
back
स्विप.
off, losing out their main source of
2-1 भएको
tankiness.
थियो जितेको
Kimi
छ.
is down. And with that, the
गड
jungle
लाइक लोवर
becomes
ब्याकेटमा छ
open
हो.
territory for invades.
ब्राकेट हेर्नुपर्छ एकचोटि कोसँग पर्छ भने
Using your
नेक्स्ट म्याच.
resources so heavily, it's going
यसमा
to
चाहिँ इन्डियामा
obviously
अहिलेसम्म ठुलो
be
टुर्नामेन्ट होला चाहिँ
putting
गाइस.
you
18
even more behind than
फेब्रुअरीमा
they
त्यो
already
15
were.
लाखको
But
टुर्नामेन्ट
let's
ल्यान्ड
go.
वाला.
Akalabo goes in for the aggressive.
Very, very aggressive play, but Master
त्यो
Up
ल्यान्ड वाला
will
टुर्नामेन्ट
turn
होला
this
चाहिँ गाइस.
around. The brave fighter is not for sure.
बब इज द
Estachio
बेस्ट
will
नेपाली
get the
प्लेयर.
kill on the art. He's surviving
बब
against
द
all
बेस्ट
odds.
नेपाली
He's
प्लेयर नै
still
है
alive,
फर
but
स्योर.
not for long. There's a shutdown. Romcom
ओए ओए
will be
ओए.
getting
ओ माय
his man,
गॉड.
and he
टेरिफाइड हान्दा.
will survive only for a few more seconds.
मनी
Two
मर्छ होला या.
bodies down on
मर्या.
each side. Make it 3 for Godlike, and it is even score once again
प्राइसको
as
चाहिँ
fate
प्राइस पुल टु
will
3 लाख
turn
जस्तो
it
लाइफ
around.
फर्स्टले 1
Three
लाख कति
bodies
थाउजन्ड
down
पाउँछ.
on each side, but who has truly won that fight? I feel like Godlike got the better deal.
के छ भन्नु न राम्रै हो भन्नु
Absolutely
न 2
right,
3 लाख
Baldo,
त.
because of course getting the shutdowns and considering the fact
एमएलबी
that
लाइक
Fate is their goal laner,
साउथ एसियन दिन.
him having those 3 kills means so much more value on the other side. Let's take a look into the builds.
नेपाल
Rare
टप
going
टिममा
for
र
that
इन्डिया टप टिममा कसले
Corrosion
जित्छ
side and
त?
the Warwick's combination with, of course, the endless battle
खै
coming soon. The Kimi,
मेबी
though,
इन्डियन
obviously
टिमहरुले
has a
जित्छ होला.
Snowpiercer, but how many stacks does she have? I think at most 2. Did go
स्ट्रङै
for
छ
the
इन्डियन
first.
टिमहरु नि
After
भन्नु.
all, so I do think 2. Sorry, yeah, 2 stacks. Is it 2? Oh,
र
he actually does
ओराले त
one
हान्छ होला
after the
ओरा
kills,
लाइनअपले.
not before. So 14 stacks, not
इन्डियनहरुलाई.
much. I think 14 doesn't really
क्याकरको
do
त
anything.
सोलको
Anything
हैन
below,
र
I think
क्याकरर
40,
त
it's not that
एसटीएल को जंगलर हो.
impactful.
यो
But let's
टुर्नामेन्ट
see
चाहिँ यताबाट
what
खेलिरहेछ
is here right
भन्नु.
now. If the
त्यो
Kimi can
टुर्नामेन्ट
get
नो
a few
इम्पोर्ट्स
stacks and Bobby
त्यो
can
15
take the
लाखको
control
टुर्नामेन्ट
of the
चाहिँ नो
game, because
इम्पोर्ट्स है
after all,
गाइस.
his damage
नभए
comes
हामी
alive.
खेल्न हुन्थ्यो यार 15
Let's
लाखको
see.
टुर्नामेन्ट.
Lord fight coming in pretty soon. Romcom giving out the vision. Is this an engage from Estachio?
Okay, they're looking for the Lord. Who's gonna get it? It's gonna be Kakarot this time. There's no follow up onto Art. It's just him against the world. But he nearly got the kill onto Kakarot by himself. But it is all for naught. We've
गाइस
lost a body, and
80-90 एमएस
your
खेलेको है गाइस यो गेम त 80-90
Lord
एमएस यार
away to opponents. Merino has been gifted the
बेङ्गाल
slot right
सर्भर
now.
यही झ्याउ के इन्डी
It
टु नाइन
feels
खेल्नु
as
पऱ्यो
they're
नि
trying to chase down, man. They'll
कहिले
ace the
बेङ्गाल
play
हुन्छ
on
होइन
Kimmy. They did
कहिले
not see
मम्बई हुन्छ क्या अनि
Master
कस्तो झ्याउ
behind
हुन्छ
Kimmy.
क्या
Got out a little too deep. He still does not have the AOG, but Kyle jumps in over there, gets the
गेम
turret
सुरु हुन
away,
लाग्यो यहीको
and
गेम छ
will
गाइस
still
स्टार्ट
hold
भएको छैन
on to the
अहिलेसम्म
AOG. I guess that is why the
अब
members
स्टार्ट
of
हुन्छ होला
Merino do
छिटो
not want to engage just
गाइस को
yet.
नयाँ छ मेक
Romcom
स्योर टु लाइक दिस स्ट्रिम गाइस लाइक
pops
हान्नु
the
सब्सक्राइब हान्नु
ultimate, does not get
तिमी
anything
नेपाली
out
हो
of
है
it.
नेपाली होइन इन्डियन हो तिमी
Interesting so far, and Valentina is still on the
स्टार्ट भयो
defense.
यसो
I mean,
लगाउँछ नि
look, they
यहीको
still
गेमहरू
have
गाइस
the
अहिले
AOG
स्टार्ट
on
भएको छैन
stand.
त्यही भएर के
So
झ्याउ
they're
भएर
gonna be
बस्छु हामी
trying to go for
रियलर
a possible double engage with, of course, the Padang onto the hands, of course, Art, who has not been that successful so
गाइस
far
यसको
because
माथि
I feel
कति
like
चढेको
he's trying to go for
बिचरा माया
engages, but the
लागिसक्यो
follow-up is
अब मैले
not
लापु
on the
लापु
table
लिएको
this
नि
time. But
वाइएसएसको
let's see.
लागि हो अरूलाई
Again,
त मैले
Lord is
मार्नै
gonna get
सक्दैन
melted
त्यही
out by
भएर
the
नि हो
holding
गाइस
defense, so they're gonna be all good. The
आफ्नो हिरो
minions also get
के को लागि
pushed
लिएको
back.
हो त्यो
So
याद
this is a
राख्नुपर्छ है अनि
successful
त्यही
defense,
माथि
to be fair.
चढ्ने हो
It
क्या
was
केटा
the
हो
Dark
होइन
Lord, so they are not much in trouble.
भ्यालेन्टिनाको
But
ड्यास
the
भइहाल्छ
whole
पकाउन सक्दैन
Romcom
अब वाइएसएसले
With the
भेल्ने
set, but Kyle will use his ult
तर यो गेम
defensively.
जोसेफ
They're trying
कसरी
to
भएको छ
clutch
यार अहिले
down.
ओए ना
Kakarot gets him quite low. Boba is here to give them the slows. Kimmy starts sustaining against it all. The steel body of
ओए
Kakarot.
क्याकरोट
Oh my
ओए
god! What
ओए
a shadow coming in by
ओए तर
Kakarot.
मरे यार
Oh, but
नाइस त्यहाँ त्यो
Romcom
आएको छ
with the flick in will get the kill as Boba will let the Sky Piercer stack onto his
नाइस
opponent's
त्यहाँ त्यो
mid. Will
जोसेफको
fall. The base has been
5
sieged.
मिनटको टाइमर
The
फेरि
inhibitor
खै के
in mid
इस्यु आइरह्यो
will
कि
crumble, and
फेरि
Corner
5
Light
मिनट
will
बढाइकेर
find
अब
themselves
हेर्दै बस्छ
pushed against a wall by the members of Merino. They're first searching for the
इन्डियन
end.
नेपाली होइन
Kimmy
किमी त
standing over there trying to tank the turrets,
फुल
tries to
इन्डियन
get
हो
the taunt.
नर्थ इस्टको
It does not happen just yet. Will they be going in for the engage? There is Masterab with the bravest fighter. He is caught out in a risky spot. There's the ultimate coming in by Kimmy, but it's all
रोल
for
छैन
naught.
यसमा
And we got a
एसएटिएल
lot
त
of
छैन गाइज
ultimates
यसमा
popped and nothing.
यसमा
No
एसएटिएल बाहेक
actual
सबै
action.
टिम छ गड लाइक
It's kind of
याइकहरूको टिम
insane.
लक र
I
हाइब्रिडको
like,
टिम अनि
yeah,
इभिटी
why? I'm just noticing so many ultimates
डाकु
being
सेना
used in that
सबै छ
like
एसएटिएल बाहेक
fight,
सबै
right?
छ इन्डियन
They
टिम
do
पनि
have
छ
like
नेपालको दुईजना
I would say a
इम्पोर्टहरू
lot
पनि
of
छ सबै
resource
छ गाइज
wasted, but hey, they have enough
Both of
time.
them.
Yeah, they have ample time to basically save it for the Lord
yesterday
fight that's
match
gonna be
right yes
coming in
guys this is
30
the
seconds. I
match
think
of
most of them will have
yesterday
their ultimates back. Yeah, I think most of them
अघि
already have,
भुटानको टिमसित
especially the side of
ध्वस्त
Merino.
पिटाएको
But
स्क्रिम
let's
आएकोले
take
रिडिम्सन
a
हान्छ
look
होला
into
त
the
यामाहरूसित
statistical side. The side of Godlike
भुटानको
Esports,
टिमसँग कुटायो अरे
they are
होइन होला हौ
in the same place
भुटानको
again. They
टिमसँग
don't
कसरी
have an
कुटाइन्छ
inhibitor. This is a full-on deja vu of what happened in the previous game. While the other side, Merino, they still have the turrets. But the thing that separated
आरएनटिएक्स पनि
like
छ
the last
आरएनटिएक्स नै
game
छ
was the fact that Godlike Esports
आरएनटिएक्ससँग
at this
भएको
point in
बेला
time
चाहिँ म
they
मेबी
had basically
लाइभ
an inner
लाइभमै
turret
खेल्थ्यौँ
on the bottom
कि
side.
लाइभमै खेल्न
This
पनि
time
सक्थ्यौँ
around they don't have it. The inner turret is still standing
आरएनटिएक्स
strong
पनि
on the
इम्पोर्टहरू छ
defense, so
गाइज
they better watch out. Oh,
फिलिपिनोहरू छ
AOG.
Oh my god, Master Up sent back really low. Art is doing a great job. They're zoning them away, but Kyle on top
इज द
will be
बेस्ट प्लेयर
stealing
नेपाल
away
सो
the
फार
life, reaping havoc in
बबे
the
बब
backline.
गाइज
Bit forced to
बबे
flick it out. He has to have Kimmy's ult,
नम्बर
but
1 होला गाइज
he's
नेपालको
forced to use it.
फर्स्ट
Will
इयर
Bit survive? Yes, he does. Fate is using up the vengeance again. They will be
सर
put
इन्डियन टिम
down
जोइन
very low. It's
गाइज
only
फर
Fate
एउटा
Romcom and
टुर्नामेन्टको लागि
Bit
मात्रै हो न केटा
against
एउटा
the
टुर्नामेन्टको लागि
5
मात्रै हो
bodies that Merino has to
यस्तो
offer. They're going to try
एउटा
to siege
टुर्नामेन्टको
down
लागि
these
मात्रै हो गाइज
inhibitors before they go for the Lord. But
पिएच
oh,
इम्पोर्टर अल आउट इन
Romcom,
इन्डिया
really
यस
good set with
अल
Fate
आउट
coming
फ्यु
in.
फ्यु कुनै
But
कुनै
Kyle
टुर्नामेन्टमा अल
will
आउट छ हुन्न
sustain. Forced to flicker out. Will they go in for the re-engage? No,
मेबी
they
अब
will not.
स्लट आउँछ होला गाइज
You
किनकि
cannot
सबै फिलिपिनो
underestimate the damage output
इम्पोर्टहरूलाई
that
टिममा
Romcom is
बोलाइरहेछ
bringing to the
इन्डियाको
table, man. He's
त्यही भएर नि अब
melting down
केही
a
रिजन भएर
fair
त बोला
fight.
होला स्लट आउने रिजन भएर
I mean, that's Sora for you, and I think that is something that Estacio has to watch out for. And
ओनिक्सहरूसित
of
अरेको
course,
स्ट्रिममा
he doesn't
हारे
have flicker anymore either. So if he dashes in,
खै,
it's a
अब त्यही
certain death
भर्खर
from this point on for the
भर्खर
next
नयाँ टिम भएर
2
नि होला नि
minutes.
त
I
मेबी
mean, 2 minutes or less. The
भुटानहरूसँग
score
त
is
हारेको
17
छैन
to
हामी
9,
अहिलेसम्म होइन
and Merino is looking to
स्ट्रिमै खेल्दैन
equalize the scoreboard
भुटानहरूको
this time
टिमसँग
around.
तर
They're basically
एक
trying to say,
टुर्नामेन्टमा
hey,
पर्छ
maybe you
भनौँ
gotta
न
win
भुटानको
last
टिमहरू
round
आइएसएफको
by,
क्वालिफायरमा
pointing
अरू
away the mistakes that
टुर्नामेन्टहरूतिर
we
नि
made.
पर्दा
But this
हुन्छ
time we'll,
कहिले नै हारेको छैन
oh,
अहिलेसम्म
interesting position. Is he trying to recall? I think he is. Or not sure, not sure.
यो काइल र
That's
Okay,
किमीको
interesting.
that's
टिममा
true.
नि दुइटा पिएचपी इम्पोर्ट
I feel like they
काइल र
want to
किमीको
catch out with Kakarot
इम्पोर्टहरू छ
together
अरे
if
काइलहरूको नि
they're
Yeah.
going to clear that side. But I do not think you want to catch out
के अरे
Romcom.
इन्डो
And the thing
इन्डो
is,
होला
most of
इन्डो
us will not
छ
really
जस्तो
try
लाग्यो
to
इम्पोर्ट
check that bush. And if you do,
Yeah.
you're gonna, in case like I walk in, I'm gonna
Hey,
panic. And yeah,
he's
there it is.
visible.
The vision has been popped out. But
Yeah.
there it is. With the vision being popped out, they're
यहीकोले
forced
टेक्स
to
हान्नु
send
पऱ्यो
some
कहिले
bodies
स्टार्ट
over
हुन्छ
there.
भन्नु
Meanwhile, on the bot side, Kyle is getting poked down a little, tries to steal the turrets, but he will
यहाँ
not
हेर न यार
succeed just
सिसीले
yet.
कत्रो ड्यामेज
A
हान्छ यार
very,
मलाई
very
त
good
गायब
defense, in
हानिदिन्छ
fact,
यता
by
यता
Godlike.
हो कि कता हो गायब
Kakarot was
पारिदिन्छ यार मलाई
completely stopped. Both the
सिसीले
turrets
तिनवटा हो
defended
कि चारवटा
perfectly.
ड्यामेज अहिले बनाएको थियो
Really impressive work coming
ल
in from the
यहीकोहरूको
side
गेम
of
स्टार्ट भइरहेको
both
गाइस रोक है
sports, especially
यहीकोले चाहिँ त्यही
considering
भन्दा थियो अब
since they
यता
did not
आउन टाइम
have
लाग्छ
an oh, Hayabusa. So much damage.
Oh my god, Hayabusa nearly gets the objective that he
अब
needed.
लास्ट
But
गेम
looking at the
को लास्ट
situation
गेम
right
हेर्न
now,
मन छ भने
they
लास्ट गेम
pop
हेर्दा
down very
जुट
low.
स्पोर्टमा
Will they get the
हिजोको गेममा
personal
हेर्दा
win?
हुन्छ
Looking
यत्रो
at
ड्यामेज खान्छ
what is
यार
happening,
मैले
but Fate will get the kill on the Master Up. They're gonna try to poke down Kimmy. They will succeed. Kakarot will nearly get caught out by the Mountain Shocker. The passive does expose him, but the boat will
लास्ट
not
पायो भने
reach
त यिनी
हim.
टिममा
And with
गएको
that being
राम्रो
said, Godlike
कतिजना टिमले
once
त
again
बोलाइरहेछ अब हेरौँ
at
है
the
गाइस अब
last moment they
के
find
हुन्छ
what is
पछि होइन
required to
मेबी
get
स्लट
that
आयो भने
comeback, and they're
ट्राई गर्न
doing it
सक्छु
time
कि
and
म
time
इन्डियन
again.
टिमबाट
I think it's really possible
इन्डियामा
still,
स्लट आयो भने
but this time
ड्रप
they've
सुरु भयो
lost
ओके
two of
ओके
their
ओके
inhibitor
रोके
turrets, right, Balto? Because this basically puts even more pressure on them. But let's see.
यो
Oh,
स्किप गर
there's a
गाइस
mistake
Kimmy,
coming in.
ओ
oh,
यो
oh, what is it?
या
Oh my
केटाहरूले गेम
god!
जिताइदियो
Bobe
भबले
with
कस्तो
Kimmy
मिठो हानेको
is
यार
gonna
यता
turn this fight
यो
into an
फाइटले गर्दा
absolute
गेमै सकिन
slaughter
अर्को
right now. It's only rom-com. It's
ल गाइस
only Beta.
ड्रप
It's
स्टार्ट
no
भयो ड्रप
one
लगाउनु
anymore. Every single member of Merino still stands.
That means the winner will be the last one to get into that upper bracket, and the loser
सेलिना
will be the
भनेको
last
हाइब्रिड हो
one to
लक
get into
भनेको
that lower
अभियसली
bracket.
रोमर भइहाल्यो
Who
है
it
गाइस
will be? Till now,
लक
the mythic
रोमर
leaderboard means have
लेट्स गो
dominated
गाइस लेट्स
all
गो
the way in this double elimination starting. But what about the
ल लेट्स गो
underdogs?
केटा
Can they
लेट्स गो
possibly
है त
come up?
लेट्स गो
Let's see what will be happening.
मजा आउने भयो
This
दुइटा
is
नेपाली
Team
इम्पोर्टको
CRQ
ब्याटल
Crux Supreme
पर्देको छ
versus
होइन
Team Yama
केटाहरूले त
Esports
नाम
in
थाहा
the
होइन
lineup.
गनी
The
गन
correct
भइहाल्यो हाम्रो
lineup of
नेपाली
Yama Esports.
नेपाली
We'll have
को
to
भन्दा
see that
गनी गन याहीको
dogs are taking cover
हाइब्रिड
of the Yama
लक है
Esports
त केटा
lineup.
हो
We first saw that the older Yama Esports lineup just got acquired by none other than Jutsu
लेट्स
Esports.
गो
So
मजा आउँछ
now,
दियोस् होइन
will
गेम
this
होइन
new Yama
दिस इज
Esports new lineup will again
बेस्ट अफ 3 हो है
reconcile
गाइस जो हार्छ
something
इलिमिनेट
in
हुँदैन
this
लोवर ब्राकेट हुन्छ
Move
त्यही
Up
भएर
scenario? Let's see what
टेन्सन
will
नलिई
be
केटा जो
happening.
हार्यो
This
नि
is your
केही
boy
हुँदैन
STZ once again coming back in this day number 2. The starting was by me, so the
इन्डियन
ending,
ब्याडी
of
स्पोर्ट
course,
हेरेर
will be
के
done
ब्याडी
by
भन्दै
me as
केटा
well.
सब्सक्राइब चाहिँ हान्नु नबिर्सनु केटा
As well
सब्सक्राइब भने
as
केटा 4700 पुगाइदिनु
Devi,
आज
my
सब्सक्राइबर गाइस सब्सक्राइब हान्नु
imposter, will
फटाफट
be with me. And after a
फेरि न्यू
long
मेज
time,
गाइस
we are
न्यू मेज
back.
हो है फेरि
Let's
भन्ने
see. So
चाहिँ
happy New Year, Devi. This is our first casting in this New Year.
के हो
Okay,
फ्लट
back
हान्दैछ त यार यो कास्टलले
okay,
रोके
fine,
केटा
fine,
हो
but yeah, we'll accept that. But back to the point, let's see, because it was a you already said what is happening here because Yama is gonna be into new lineup, and
केटा
now
हो
it's gonna
बबी
be very
बाउलाई नै ब
interesting
बोलाउँछ
because
है त डिस्कर्ड बोलाउँदै
Suicum
गर्छ बबी
also
आउँछ
have a new lineup that they are gonna be bringing here in Jitsu itself. So the bans are gonna be set in. Of course, Yahiko is gonna be into the jungle, and when you speak about Yahiko, the Fanny always has to be banned, and Yama Esports they understand this really, really
फ्यानी त
well.
ब्यान
Fanny,
भइहाल्छ नि
Hilda,
यहीको
and
नाम देख्ने बित्तिकै
Yuzong
फ्यानी
banned.
ब्यान हो क्या केटा हो
Sarah, Freya, and Jushin already gone. The Kalea is open, but both of the teams they don't care about the Kalea because they want the growth for themselves. And I think Yama really, really did their job here. They know that CRQ will not pick up the Grok onto the hands of Array. He will be the one more comfortable onto
लेट्स गो
the
है त गाइस लेट्स
battle
गो
and
मजा
axe
आउँछ
at
मजा
the
आउँछ जे
end
होस्
level. Now they pick it away.
ल ड्राफ्ट
Now
रेडी गर्न ट्राई
we
गर्छु
can
त गाइस
see
म फुल
that's gonna
फोकस
be
ड्राफ्टमा
the
गरौँ
Yi
होइन
Shin that they pick. But as one thing for sure, Yi Shin is definitely gonna be a flex.
बबको
Yahiko
युट्युब
and
च्यानल बबको
Gonigon,
युट्युब त
they
छैन है गाइस अब
both
ड्राफ्ट
already
फोकस गर्छ
0,
छिटै
and
बनाउँछ होला युट्युब
this is why it's very
ओ
acceptable to
युजङ
say that
ब्यान
this
युजङ
can
र
be a
फ्यानी
flex
हिल्डा
and they
ब्यान
can
यताबाट
completely bring
फ्रेया
out a
जुक्सिन
new
र
jungle, a new
त्यो
hero
ब्यान
into the jungle.
भनेपछि दिस माइट बी द
Saying
बेङ्गाल
so
सर्भर
things
हुनसक्छ
happening at this
बेङ्गाल
moment,
सर्भर भयो
because
भने हाम्रो
today when I started the game
हाइब्रिड र
of
लकलाई त
Jutsu
डिसएडभान्टेज
Esports
हुन्छ यार उहाँहरूले
versus that was something monkey. I forget the monkey. The team name was something monkey. And now we are back in
हाइब्रिड
this
गाइजिन
game,
सेलिना
and
है गाइस
like
सेलिना
silly monkey, yeah, silly monkey. I just remember that name, silly monkey. They also chose that thing like Leo mode
अगर
against the
यी
Isshin
भयो त
thing. Though we
हाम्रो
know like the
केटाहरूले
distinction is right
लकले
now in the
ग्रक लिएछ
double
होइन
S tier, but still he is in
यहीकोले
S tier and
वाइसएस
he
मेबी
just has
वाइसएस
that
गोल्डमा नि
fast
हुनसक्छ गनले नि खेल्न
jungling
सक्छ
clearing
लेट्स सी है त
ability.
पछि
So if
ड्राफ्ट
Crux
घुमाउन
Supreme
सक्छ
is going to have an aggressive
कलेज
kind
त
of
केटा
lineup,
प्रेडिक
then
हानु
they might gonna
प्रेडिक गरौँ
suppress
गाइस
this Leo mode to get farm up very easily. But I'm not
यामाको
sure about
यामाको
the
एस्ट्रोको
new
नाम
lineup
थत
of Yama
यस्तो नाम
Esports yet.
पढ्दिनँ
This is my first match casting for them. Shodu for the Crux Supreme, the Nepal import. I just heard about it in the, I mean, newsroom and everywhere that the Nepal import happened and Crux Supreme got the best jungler of Nepal, best roamer of Nepal. So like
Mm.
how it goes, I'm not sure. But as you mentioned one name to me that he's the part of team Crux Requiem, I really want to see him how he gonna cook this game because it is after all the Faden, the 17-year lad.
Faden, let's when we talk about Faden, it's definitely gonna be the youth
कस्तो
that he's
हाँस्दिएको
definitely going full on,
कस्तो
and
डेन्जर
they are
हाँस्दिएको
already
यार
picking up for the youth itself. And I'm kind of like the youth pick against the Kimi most of the time because it does have a better
गन स्प्यामिङ
range.
वाइस
But the
गनले नै हान्न
Kimi
सक्छ
is a
यार
continuous damage dealer kind of hero. The
यहाँमा
mid game is
जङ्गल विल
definitely gonna
ग्याप
be
एआई
important,
गरे
and I like the setup that's been
लेट्स सी
made
है
by the
लेट्स
side
सी
of Yama
लगहरूको
now
पिङ इस्यु
because
हुँदैन
they have a Leo
बेङ्गल सर्भर हो भने
together
चाहिँ पिङ
with a
इस्यु हुन्छ
Kimi. So the
अब
Leo
मुम्बई
Mort
सर्भर
can
छ भने
have an
50
extra
एमएस आउँछ
protection or extra
बेङ्गल
AoE that
सर्भर भने
can
त इस्यु
come
हुन्छ यार हामीले
together
हिजो
with the
बेङ्गल
drop
सर्भरमा
here,
खेलेको सेकेन्ड
and
र
then
थर्ड
the
गेम
Kimi can come through as
80
the
एमएस छ
secondary damage dealer from the behind, and he can be the
सबै
one
नेपालीहरू किन
that
इन्डियन
can
जोइन
drag
गर्दै
Indian to the later
सेपरेटली
part
त्यो
and
नि
try to win it out here. And now let's
हेरे
compare
फर्स्ट
the
रिजन
two
चाहिँ
plays that
इन्डियामा
are going
ठुल्ठुलो
on.
टुर्नामेन्ट
They
आउनु
take
लागेको छ होइन
away
गाइज रुमर
the
त्यही छ होइन त्यही भएर
the
सबै
winners.
इन्डियन
That is a not
अर्गहरूले
a good opener here.
एप्रोच
I don't
गर्दैछ
know.
अनि
Maybe the
आफै
winners
पनि ट्राई
can
गर्दैछ
become a
नेपालीहरूले होइन
greater problem to the
अनि
later part if
सेकेन्ड चाहिँ
they don't fix it
किन
well.
छुट्टै
So
छुट्टै
I
जोइन
think
गर्दैछ
it's very
भन्दा
understandable. It's
नेपालीहरू
more
गयो
of them
गएर इन्डियन
banning the
टिममा
new
खेल्न
winners because they
लाइक
want
इन्डियन टिममा जोइन गऱ्यो
the
भने चाहिँ दुईजना
Yi
मात्रै नेपाली
Shin to
जानु मिल्छ
have a
क्या दुईटा
better
मात्रै इम्पोर्ट
chance
अलाउड छ
in
त्यही भएर
bursting
दुईटा
out the XP laner
प्लेयरहरू
here
गइरहेको क्या
because Yama they are yet to
नभए
pick out the XP laner, so
फुल
we need
नेपाली
for
लाइनअप
them to
जान
do well
मिल्दैन
here.
क्या गाइस
And the fact that they can go for the
दुईटा मात्रै
vitamin
नेपाली
kill
अलाउड
early
हुन्छ होइन
also just
एउटा
because of the
टिममा
pick
चाहिँ
of the
अनि
Kimi
इम्पोर्ट अलाउड
makes it a
हुँदैन
little bit
दुईटा
harder
नेपाली भयो
for
भने
Skirmishes to see whether they are gonna have to ban out the
खेल्न भने
marksman or
हाइब्रिड होइन
what. So
गाइस
they
खेल्न भने
decide to
हाइब्रिड
go
हो
for the safer route. It's gonna be the
ग्रोममा लक किन
Elise and
नलेको
the
हो र
Uranus that has to be banned away, and
खै गाइस
and
अहिलेसम्म
I
केही
think it's
फिक्स
very
छैन त्यही
understandable.
भएर होइन
So Yama now,
गाइस
they have to
अब गेममा
ban
फोकस
away
हाल्नु
a
कमेन्ट
hero,
धेरै
right?
बढ्यो यार
But
मैले
we already talked
मोडरेटरहरू
about
रिप्लाई
the
दिँदै
Yi
बस है
Shin
गाइस
being a flex. So what
म
do they
यस्तो
go for?
ड्राफ्टमा ध्यान दिनु पर्यो
Another XP ban for
सिसी
27?
युजङ ब्यान यताबाट एलिस र युरानस ब्यान रहेछ स्ट्रङ तिनवटा एक्सपी ब्यान है तिनवटा भन्दा
It
नि
has to be, right?
छवटा एक्सपी ब्यान चाहिँ टोटल छवटा एक्सपी
It
ब्यान
can be a
दुइटै साइडबाट
jungle. No, it cannot be. They have to ban out the. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be the phobias that they banned away. Now it's understandable that they have to ban away this hero in particular because I feel like they want to go for a little bit of a winning lane onto the XP lane side so that they'll be able to win out to the early stages of the game here. Because especially for a Leo mode right now, we talked about the Leo mode, how much of an important it is for him to get the early game, to get the snowball. Same case scenario for the side of the Yi Shin, but then the Leo mode
के लिएर
needs
त गाइस
much more
प्रक्सले के
than the
लिएर
Yi
त
Shin, so
प्रक्सले
you
अहिले
want to have a winning
एक्सपी
XP
लियो
lane side
ग्लु
here. So
ग्लु
Crooksrockham
प्रायो
now, they
ओके
picked
छवटा
away the
एक्सपी त भ्यान्छ
glue.
त्यही भएर नि
They don't usually play with the glue, so I'm pretty sure they want the
हाइब्रिडले के
glue
खेल्छ गाइस
so that
प्रेडिक
they'll
हान्यो
be able
हाइब्रिडले
to
खेल्छ
have a Leo mod here.
That's
हाइब्रिडले
okay. I mean, I was
लापु
expecting an
मेबी
Esmeralda
लापु
here
और
so that there
स्मेरेल्डा
will be some sustain
मेरो
or
प्रेडिक्सन चाहिँ दुइटा
lethal
एउटा
damage,
लापु कि
but
स्मेरेल्डा
the glue pick is actually out of
आर्लोड
the cards.
आर्लोड लिँदैन
And
जस्तो लाग्यो लापु कि
having a
इसमें
glue there, you can actually disrupt the
हेरौँ है
backline.
हाइब्रिडको
So
हिरो
do
पुग्न त
the
छ होइन आर्लोड
front,
नि
you can channel the front
तर
line
आइम
as
थिङ्किङ
well.
अफ
So both
लापु
the
और
things, if you're
स्मेरेल्डा
winning in a
लेट्स सी
same hero, so why not a glue to be there? But at the same time, they got the Kimi and the Leo mode, both of them into their lineup. So now they might not gonna go for those glue counters which we are expecting. But what about a Lapu Lapu? Like we all know, Lapu Lapu is a great counter of glue. Doesn't work onto him the grab. So when he goes for the bravest fighter, so I mean a perfect Lapu Lapu
5 सेकेन्ड छ
EXP
केटा
might be a greater
ऊ
aspect. But no,
ओइ
they're going for
माथ
the
चिकन मेरो
Esmeralda.
दुइटै पिक
Okay,
मिलेर
okay.
यार
Gotcha.
स्मेरेल्डा र
This is
लापु
why.
भनेको यार
This is why.
Yeah.
This
What
is
the
what
fuck
the
ह्याकर
Yi
ह्याकर
Shin
गाइज
wants, right?
ह्याकर
It
ह्याकर
provides a lot of versatility in
ह्याकर
the
है
mid
गाइज
lane side,
ह्याकर
and now they can
मैले
bring out the
इसमें कि लापु
Esmeralda,
लिन्छ अरे त
which
इसमें र
means
लापु
that
दुइटै लिएर यार
Yi Faden
ह्याकरै हो कि
here
क्या
will
हो म
not
त
be having the
यार
best time of his life casting out onto the RWM because it's gonna be always having the seal here.
लभ दे
And the
लभ
fact that they are able to pick out these together in one place means that they don't want the Lapu Lapu to get countered out by the Esmeralda too, and that's exactly what they are doing here. And now it's gonna be the
गाइज
decider
को नयाँ
as
छ
for
मेक श्योर टु लाइक दिस
Crooksrockham
स्ट्रिम गाइज लाइक
who
हान्नु
is gonna be
सब्सक्राइब
into the
पनि गरौँ
glue
है गाइज
because the club is
सब्सक्राइब
still
हान्न लोभ
available.
नहान्नु
They can go for it. The
मेक
Yishin
श्योर टु
can
सब्सक्राइब
directly
एज
go
वेल
into the jungle too.
के लिए
But
त
then
केटा हो
again,
वाइसेस
everything
गोल्ड हो
on
कि
the
जङ्गल
side
होला
goes
केटा
for
हो
it definitely gonna be better here because there's still
मेबी दिस इज
Yahiko.
वाइसेस
He plays the good abilities
जङ्गल
that is good
मेबी
against this Leomord
या
as well. If
मेबी
they wanna go for it, they can.
आइम
So
थिङ्किङ अफ वाइसेस
this is gonna
जङ्गल
be the decider now. The combo
Yeah.
with the Yishin and the Eve good. So
Oh,
what is
I'm
it? It's
wrong,
gonna be Joy
bro.
instead. Okay,
Joy
then we get
Jungle.
basic damage now. So gold lane Yishin.
Yep, goal in Ishin Shin
अब
and
लक र हाइब्रिड पनि
will be the
सबैजना
jungle
इम्पोर्ट भइरहेछ
joy.
केटा
Just a
बिस्तारै
recap
बिस्तारै
of the
तिमीहरू पनि
first game
इम्पोर्ट
of
हो न
Team Team
इन्डियामा होइन
Sports versus the monkeys and silly monkeys. And
Um,
at that moment, Toby
ड्राफ्ट
also went
ड्राफ्ट त
for
यामाको राम्रो
obviously a
अँ
seal.
यामाको सेक्री
No,
दिएर
he
चाहिँ
went
ड्राफ्ट चाहिँ
for
कसम कसम है
that
झुट बोलेको
golden
होइन
mission
सेक्री
so that
देखिरहेको छ
they
यार यो
managed to
यामाको
burst
ड्रप
out of Aya out there. Vintis. That rare name was Vintis,
तर
who
ड्राफ्ट
just
राम्रो
got
छ हेरौँ कसरी खेल्छ
bursted
हैन
down by Toby in that
लेट्स
whole
गो
game.
केटाहरूले
So
कसलाई सपोर्ट
the
हान्न छ त
ancient
केटा
gold
क्रक्स कि
meta, which is
हाम्रो
going on
यामा
by
स्पोर्ट
all
दुइटै
these
नेपाली
pod
टिमहरू छ
like
हैन
IQSA2L. The
म चाहिँ
same
भेदभाव
thing
गर्न
will
सक्दिनँ है केटा
done by
दुइटैले
Crux
सपोर्ट है
Ripple
मेरो
as
चाहिँ
well,
फेरि
and there will be the Joy Jungle.
स्टार्टअप पुल
So
गर्नु
more like, I mean, against the Leo mode, I believe a Joy Jungle actually works, because if you see, I mean, the burst damage with the magic burst, Leo mode will not have a fun, and so do the Leo mode Phantom Steed. I mean, he might gonna have
छिन
some
गाइस
mobility out there, but still he's gonna get the upstruck by the Gatot Kacha's taunt as well. There you are, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into the land of Dawn for the first game of Yama Esports
गाइस
versus
मैले
Team
पुल
Crux
पुल
Equip,
बनाइसकेँ
in
गाइस
which
भोटामा
we're going to see Ishenshin goal against
गाइस ल लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स
Esmeralda.
गो लेट्स गो गेम
Oh,
1
Esmeralda got lane, so we'll see how this is
स्मेरेला
gonna
गोल
be
ओके ओके ओके
brawling out for both of the sides here
गाइस
because Yama
स्क्रिनहरु सब
Esports
मिल्ला
and
छैन
Crux
चेक गर्न
Equip, this
कमेन्टमा
is
के
gonna be
भयो
the
नि
first
भन
time they're gonna be meeting each other. But look at the top of Array,
ल
and now
ओए
looking
ओए
for
ओए
the
ओए
last of
मा
Yahiko,
फर्स्ट ब्लड
who's
हान्न
trying to go
लागेछ त
in, but
आइगोले
that's not gonna be a kill here because he don't really have the electrifying beats
लो
just
भइसकेको छ
yet.
लकको
And
फ्लिकर
now
नि
looking
गइसकेको
at
छ
the
अलरेडी
instant
हैन
so far
गाइस
for the side of Yama
हाम्रो
Esports, it
क्रक्सको
looks
इन्भेट
like they'll be
आइसक्यो
having a win into the mid lane here,
हाम्रो
so
मिडमा
that the
त
rotation
लास्टै
is
डोमिनेट
definitely gonna
हान्दैछ
be
त
in
क्रक्सले त
Faden.
ओइ
He's
फेडेन
good.
फस्यो क्या
Always do something like this. Look at that.
Of course, a little bit of poke going on in the middle.
बटमा
Now, like
इन्भेट
the
हानिदिइसक्यो
Kimmy
है
is there
मुनिको
into the
एउटा
lineup, who are
लगिदिइसक्यो बफ
going to give out that early game poke to the against a mid laner. But currently, if I will see, like, if you're gonna talk about the early game accessibility, it is in the
यामामा
hand of
हाइब्रिड
Team
र
Crux Equip.
लक हो
They've
है
got
गाइस
Joy, they got
सेलिना
Ishinshin as
आर्किच्यो
well,
भनेको
so they
हाइब्रिड
will
हो
be taking out the
लापु लापु
early game
हाइब्रिड है
position.
गाइस
But into the mid to late rotation, we might gonna see the spike of Yama Esports coming back and taking over the
हान्ने छ
game as
फेडेनले
well.
राम्रै खेल्दैछ गाइस ओइ मर्छ क्या
This
फेडेन
is gonna be
लियोमोड त
weighted
आयो
down a little bit for the side of Yama Esports here because they can actually
लो छ
start
यार
to win out
यो
this match early
यामाको
here.
मेज लो छ
But looking at the rotation for so far coming through from Patrick, that's gonna be 27 by the way. They will be able to start to the turtle fight here. Look at that, Yahiko.
हाइब्रिड हाइब्रिड मर्यो
Okay, he's trying to go in. That's gonna be electrifying beats coming through as well.
कति
But
पिक अफ
Array with
लिँदैछ
the
केटाले
with the
फ्री
revive
टर्टल हो यार फ्री
spice will
टर्टल हो
be
यो
trying to
प्रकले
drop
फ्री
down
टर्टल
his
पाउँछ
vision,
गाइस
and
यो
that's gonna be helping them quite a lot. Now look at the zone coming through from 27. He's just
लकको
trying
फ्लिकर
to
त
get
छैन
out slammed here
ग्लुले कहाँ
by
त हानेको
Yahiko.
एकछिन
Will
हेल्प
he
हान्दियो क्या
get onto
ग्लुले
the
त
turtle here? The auto
मर्यो
coming
मर्यो
through. Look
मर्यो
at that.
क्रक्सले
Okay, the
डोमिनेट
drop
हान्दा
bombs
चाहिँ
down
गाइस
with the turtle
दुईटा
into the hand
किल
of Crux Equip.
प्लस
That's a nice
टर्टल
setup
है
being
फर्स्ट
done by
टर्टल
the side of CRQ. And they got 2 kills with the turtle, so
हाइब्रिड चाहिँ कसको
everything
हाइब्रिडको
settled for
आफ्नै
them.
अकाउन्ट
All
गाइस
them.
हाइब्रिडले जस्ट नाम चेन्ज
Yep,
गरेको हो
they
गाइस
a little bit settled for them here. And the rotation coming through on the side of 27 is definitely going to be helping the rotation onto the turtle here. And now I think it's going to be a good decider for the side of CRQ to have a winning side if they want to
केटाहरू
go for
तिन
a
चार महिना
rotation
अगाडि
through because
टिममा थियो अहिले हेर न
they
यार
win it out very easily just
ओपोनेन्टमा
because
छ
of the
यार
poke coming through from Faden and together with the concussive blast coming through from Array onto the Gatot as well. And now they are going to be able to rotate out without without being clustered out, and that is gonna
लियोमोड
be
ओके
into their favor now. And now the
सेक्दै छोडिदियो
damage
त
is gonna
लियोमोड
be, I think the damage is gonna be into the hands of
हाइब्रिड
Gonigon here,
हाइपर
and
थिएन
he's
होइन
able to
हाइब्रिड
dish out a lot of
एक्सपिरियन्स
damage
ब्रो
onto the Esmeralda as well. But this time around, I think if they want
ओइ
to go for the
लाबु ओइ
fight early
नाइस
in the
स्टिकर बेट
revive with the
भयो
flicker,
Bravest Fighter comes
ग्लु
up as
ग्लु
well,
मर्यो
and
ग्लु
there's a
मर्यो गाइस
smoke
ग्लु
screen
मर्यो
right
ग्लु
now
मर्यो
coming in. A lot of damage has to be given
एकछिन
on
ओइ इभको
Gonigon.
ड्यामेज
He will be taken out at this moment. Doom
काटोको इभले
is
त
finding his
हल्का इभको
way
ड्यामेज
there.
पुगेन
Autograph
नभए मर्थ्यो
ball
यार टन्नै
to go back at this
yep.
moment, but they got one
किमी
kill into
पिस्का
that.
आयो
Electrifying beats coming in. The stun has also been provided by the Kimmy. It will be a safe pause for the
अनि
Croc
बोल्दैछ के हो
Deluxe
केटीले
to
खै
go
यार
out
के बोल्दैछ
from
यार
the
म त
that
गेममा ध्यान
positioning.
दिइरहेको कास्टिङ
But
त्यस्तो
on the
सुनेको छैन
bot
मान्छे
side, if you're gonna talk about the V, that like it's like
अँ,
Doom has given a lot of support for Gonigon in the very
एउटा इन्डियन हो है
early
सर
moment of the game.
तिनवटा इन्डियन हो दुईटा नेपाली हो भनौँ न टोटल
This
चारवटा
is
नेपाल
the
छ
main reason why they pick on
दुईटा जोडेर
the Gatot
यामा स्पोर्ट र
together with
क्रक्समा दुईटा नेपाल
Ishenshin
छ
just because of this, because they don't want the Gatot to
ऊ
go into
नाइस
the
बल थियो
hands
है त्यो
of the side of Yama Esports. But
फेडेन
look at that
फेडेन
scatter.
मऱ्यो नाइस
The
पिक अफ यार
Termite
के
Shocker right now.
नाइस
Faden
पिक अफ
falls
भने यार
down with
हान्न
currently
थालिरहेको छ
there
यहाँ
is a
मैले कमब्याक
3v1
हान्दैछ बिस्तारै
situation coming in, and that
ओइ
Phantom Steed double
किमीको
kill
किन
for
नेपाली
the
फ्ल्याग छ एकछिन
Kimmy, and
को
he's
हो
going for a
किमी
triple at this moment. Electrifying Beats comes up.
किमीको
It
नेपाली
will be
फ्ल्याग छ
Black
त
falling down there. Turtle sequence is still going
यहीको
on and beautifully
ऊ
being
अल्टी
done with
छैन
the grab
रिट्री कसले हाल्छ
ball
रिट्री कसले
onto
हान्छ
that
यहीको रिट्री छैन जिजी
Esmeralda,
यार
but he will be totally
ओए
fine.
मा
He
त्यही
grabbed
नि
the
लग्यो
turtle,
यार
of course.
मऱ्यो
Yahiko
नि
with
त तर
retribution, but now he falls
3 किल
down
पायो यार
with
किमीको
killing
30
spree
ट्यागमा
coming
छ
out
यार
from the
ओए
Kimmy.
शट डाउन
Got a
नाइस शट
sliver
डाउन
of
बाइ
HP. He will be shot
वर्किङ अन
down
डाइङ
there
के हो
by
यार
the
नाम पनि ग्लु भन्छ यार म त
beautifully being being done by
कस्तो डिप्रेसिङ
27
नाम हो यो
with
ग्लूको त यार
Twitch. play so well with that Kimmy. I'll say like he got 3 kills out there, but another one
Zero
coming
zero
in.
हैन गाइस
There is
तीनटा
a stun
नेपाली खेल्न
onto
मिल्दैन नि यार
Nesta.
तीनटा
Needs
इम्पोर्ट
to go
खेल्नै
back
मिल्दैन
at this
दुईटा मात्रै
moment.
हो
Mhm.
मेबी
I think
इन्डियामै
he
बसेको
is
नेपाली
definitely
होला
going
नि
to
त
be in a good
हाफ नेपाली
position here
हाफ
if
इन्डियन
he
होला
does not die into the Esmeralda here because this is a goal laner by the way and he can build out the damages as well if he wanted to. But here, the maneuver coming through from Titan onto the Kimi, he's low onto the HP but
को
he
नाइट छ मेक
knows
श्योर टु
that
लाइक
no
दिस
one
स्ट्रिम
will
गाइस
be
लाइक
able to
भन्नु
catch him
सब्सक्राइब
out
भन्नु
here.
गाइस
And the fact that he was able to survive for a long, long time, I
इक्वेल
think
गेम
the fact
भइरहेछ
that he
ठिकै
is
हो
able to
मजा
build out
आइरहेछ
his
यस्तो
full
गेम
team
हेर्न
is
मजा आउने
definitely amazing. But bot
ओइ
lane,
लक मर्यो
27.
They got the turret. They got the turret,
नाइस
and
इभको
now
यार अल्टी
27 is
सेक्री त यार
firing off to that
मरे
Grok. Grok
इस्मेरेललाई
falls
पनि
down. Another slam comes up.
जिजी
It's a
जिजी है
slain by the Faden. He got the final blow. Phantom Seed comes in there. Flash goes
मिठो
in,
हाने
but
टक्सले
he
भर्खर
goes
मिठो हान्यो
back as well. Nobody's there to sustain the damage. So he just moved back into the
याइकोले
safer
साइड
zone.
लेन
And in the
हेरिदिरहेछ
meantime, we're going to see the split pushing coming out from Yahiko as well. Onto the top. Cross map play.
Cross map plays. That's exactly what you
ओइ
see
हाइब्रिड
happening
मर्यो
right
जिजी
all
यार
lane.
कस्तो मिलाएर
Oh
हानेको
my
यार
god, that's
क्रक्सले
gonna be Celine taking down the
क्लिन
one
हाने यार
Lapo
क्लिन
in
हाने
one
लापुले
hug,
अल्ट
and
नै
the
हान्न पाएन
bot
फ्लिकर नै
goes
हान्न पाएन
down
यार
like
जिजी
it's nothing.
बेस्ट अफको
That's
त्यो
definitely gonna be
दिस इज
saying a
बेस्ट
lot
अफ
because
3 है गाइस
themselves
बेस्ट
now
अफ 3
might
जो
even
हार्छ
already
त्यो
have a
आउट हुँदैन
support
गाइस
also
लोअर
from
ब्र्याकेट
maybe
हुन्छ
and
न
Despetel as well if he
त्यही
go
भएर
for it.
चिल हो
That's
हैन
a lot of damage taken for a
वो
hero like
प्रकसँग
a
छिटै
Lapo.
फेस
Lapo
हुन्छ
gets
जस्तै
killed
केटा
as
हो
well.
हैन
And Yahiko now, he's
मजा
able to
आउँछ
do all
है
the damage on this side. The
प्रकसँग
damage
खेल्न
is
चाहिँ
definitely
कसम
necessary
भनेको
for a jungler like him. Look at the dive.
That's a tech charge for the defense. He managed to go back, but with the cost of the tier as well. A macro securance been going on so
प्रक्स र
nicely for the
हाम्रो
Crux
टिम
Recruitment at this moment.
लाइक अहिले
And they will be grabbing the
किमीहरूसँग
turtle,
भएको
but
टिमहरू
before
फेस
that,
गर्यो
the
भने
team
कसले
fight
जित्ला
coming
त केटा
on.
हो
There is the
ओए नाइस हाने यार
Rumble,
बब्बाल हाने
and
यार
there you go. Faden caught into the hand
अनेस्ट
of
भयो भन्ने केटा
Esma.
अनेस्ट
And
भयो भन्ने
from the
कसले
behind, we're
जित्ला
going
त
to see
यार
the continuous burst coming in. There is the wall coming in as well. 27 managing to sustain, but he's getting a
यो
lot of
ग्लुले
damage.
सेक्री हान्दैछ यार
Onto
यसले
the
पनि
split,
यार
AOG comes up with a follow
यहीको
up by Doom.
किमीले
But
फ्लिकर
there
हग्यो
you
डेन्जर
go.
डेन्जर
He only
डेन्जर
got to catch up
डेन्जर
with
फ्लिकर हग्यो
Ditch and will be
Oh,
sending him into the heaven side. So
यहीकोले
Deluxe
काच्चै
will be
खाइदिरहेछ
falling
यार
down into the
किमीलाई त
hand of Doom. The easy turtle coming in without the roamer. They're not going to be a chance to contest out this turtle for the side of Yama Esports. But look at that. The fight still continues. There is
ओए
a
ग्लु
drive
त
out there. He got
wow.
down there. He
कत्रो
got a
तान्दे
lot
यार
of
ग्लुले
damage. In the meantime, we're going to see the Ishin Shin going in. Flash falls down with 27 grabbing up the
भ्याउँदैन
kill
यार
there. The rhythm of joy comes
भ्याउँदैन
up.
यार
Electrifying beats being used. Wait and give the final blow. Gonigon falls
जिजी
down.
यार
It's a
गाइस
lane
जिजी
as
गुड ट्रेड
well
फर
into the hand
क्रक्स यार
of
डेफिनेटली
none other than
इसमेको
Yahiko.
नेपाली फ्ल्याग
He's
छ त
managing to
के हो यिनीहरूले
disrupt
जिस्काएर हालेर
that
नेपाली
line
फ्ल्याग
and
राखेर
securing the kills and micros and the goals.
नेपाली
Lead
प्लेयरहरूको
now the
चाहिँ नेपाली
ultimate
फ्ल्याग छैन
falling
क्या
down.
त्यहाँ हेर न
Faden
हाइब्रिड र
dealing a lot
लकको
of
चाहिँ छैन
damage
क्या
there. The split
नेपाली
screen
फ्ल्याग
grab comes in with
हो
the rhythm of
यहीको
joy onto
के
the
हो
Kimmy,
यहीको
and
त
there you go, killing spree for
बाजे
Yahiko.
पनि
He's
यार
got a knock on. He's got a
बाजे
sliver of
जिजी यार
HP. He
यहीको
finds his
जिजी
way back. The wall popped up, but nothing gonna
ओए
happen. He got a
माखियो
strike
रुक्नै
back,
मान्दैन त यो
got
मान्छेलाई
a gold
रोके
back
कोही
as well. Faden with the burst.
अति खेल्दैछ
Secures the
यार
killing
जोइ
spree.
त
Now
मा
it is
किङ कङ नै हो
27.
कि क्या हो
The man underneath securing the kill onto that Grok as well. Almost wipe out for Yama Esports with a 14 kills into the hand of Croxicum. There is a
ग्लु
huge
पनि
gold
दामी
lead
ग्लुले नि सेक्री
being
खेल्दैछ
made
यार
by the side of CRQ.
गनी गनले नि हान्दैछ
Look at
हाम्रो
that
भाइले
engage coming through from the glue. Working on dying, you should be working on killing, and that is a lot of damage that he's
रोरा
gonna
खै त
be
ग्याप
able to
हानेको
provide for the team as well.
ग्याप हान्न
Even though they lose
गाह्रै
out
छ
on
हो यहीकोलाई ग्याप
Gonigon,
हान्न कहाँ
they
यत्तिकै
don't care because they have
सजिलो जस्तो
Yahiko, they
लाग्छ क्या
have
यार
Faden, they have the
त्यत्रो
way to
वर्ष कहाँ
re-engage
यत्तिकै
again
डोमिनेट
and
गर्छ
again
त जङ्गल
because they
रोडमा
have the damage that they require. They already need it. The way they were trying to go in again and again also means a lot to them because they know that they have the items that they need. Yahiko, very slippery onto this joy, going in and out, and they don't really care. And now it looks so good for the side of CRQ here. Yama, look at that though.
Okay,
लक
another
लक
team
लक
fight comes up there.
ओइ
27 is
नाइ
the
नाइ
hero, you'll
नाइ
say,
नाइ
because he's everywhere present.
मिस्टेक
He's
भयो डेन्जरै मिस्टेक
literally
भयो
disrupting
डेन्जरै
the
मिस्टेक भयो
backline in this game.
सिधै अल्ट ठडाउनु
Blue
पर्दैन यार
lane
लकले
was totally bagged right now for the Yama Esports. Oh my goodness, look at the burst from Yahiko with the electrifying beats. But there you go, another tier falls down into the mid, expanding the lane in the mid. And
मऱ्यो
there's
होला
the
लियो
Phantom
पनि
Seed
मऱ्यो लियो
coming in
पनि
as well.
मऱ्यो
AOG followed by Doom. A lot of damage being dished out, but this time it's a sliver of HP slain onto Flash. It will be RA Doom. On a shotgun release, Deech falls down as well. Double into the hand of Team CRQ, and now they're going for the triple. It might finds his way
माय
back, but
गॉड
no
जीजी
double
यार
kill
क्रॉक्सले
coming
त
out
वाइप्ड आउट
for
हान्दै यार
Gonigon in the mega kill
जीजी यार
for
गाइस
Yahiko as
वाइप्ड
well.
आउट यार
Only one member
8000 को
surviving.
गोल्ड
No,
पनि
that no one is surviving. This is a clear wipeout onto the Yama
सर्वा
Esports by
चाहिँ टिम
Cruxicum
पाएन
with a second tier
केटा
also
हो
got
म पनि एउटा
secured into
टिमबाट
the hand
खेलेको छु
of
होइन यो
Cruxicum.
टुर्नामेन्टमा छिटै यहीँकोहरूको
This
टिमसँग
is
पर्छ
was a
guys.
good maneuver coming
मेरो
through from the side of
भाइहरूको
CRQ.
अगेन्स्टमा
Really,
खेल्न
we
मन
can
छ मलाई
see
नि होइन गाइस
how
प्रक्सको
the
अगेन्स्टमा खेल्न
good
मन
stuff
छ
that have been
स्क्रिम
created
त
by
खेल्न
the
हुन्छ
Lapu
स्क्रिम
Lapu
त
team.
खेलेर हुन्छ
And he
हुन्न
did what he could, but they cannot really
अब
do
टुर्नामेन्टमा
anything
खेल्न
because
मन
the
छ होइन
glue is always available. There's always going to be a heal that they can come through with, and there's nothing that Yama Esports can do to dish out the damage against working on Dyne also, and that is going to be very, very crucial for them. The goal lead is 10k. The lore is already into the hands of CRQ now, and they are trying to set up for the long lanes as well. The top lane already taken down, and the bottom lane also is what they want to focus on. The range is definitely gonna be there. Array, he's just trying to zone them away, and there's nothing he
गाईको
can do. But
मर्दैन
Yahiko,
यार
Oh, he
उल्टै
got
मार्न आउँदैछ यार
down by the Grog, but still with
ए
enough drop in
रोके
the
यसलाई
bottom
रोक
lane.
केटा
Looking
कोही
to
रोके
rectify things. Let's go back though. The Phantom
आमा
Seed comes in.
फ्रिस्टाइल हान्दैछ यार
Go
फ्रिस्टाइल
for the
हान्दैछ
chase? No, it's not a good idea
टिम
as
नेम
well. But still,
मेरिनो हो कि खै के
Mauritius
त यार मलाई
onto
टिमको
that
नेम पनि
top
याद छैन
side.
यार
But in the mid,
यत्तिकै
the Lord
खेलिदिएर
coming
हो
in,
यार
the wall comes up as
एकछिन के
well. The
भयो
slam done, but
के
look at
भयो
the damage. Oh my goodness, Doom goes in with the
नाइस
AOG,
ट्राई यार
comes
तर नाइस
back
ट्राई
as well.
थियो
He doesn't get this
त्यो
shot,
ग्लुको
but it was more like a disengager kind of AOG. But there you go, the
ओ
inhibitor
ल
falls down with the
सक्यो
Nexus
केटा
holding on. Unstoppable for Yahiko. Lux falls down, double kill onto the Lapu Lapu. The Grab
गायो
Grab
पनि
is
हान्दे
on there.
यार
Can he go
गायो
for a
पनि हान्दे
triple?
यार
Rhythm of Joy being used. Sliver of HP for the F5. He finds his way back. Phantom Seed
ओइ
used.
मरे
But
मरे
wow,
बल्ल मरे
just too much. He grabbed him up
यहीको
inside the
बल्ल
base.
मरे केटा
Yahiko got a shutdown there by Flash. Beautifully being done by Yama Esports. They managed to defend out the base. And with the fall of Yahiko, CRQ needs to retaliate back at this moment. Otherwise, they might gonna fall. Look at the traction balls coming in. Sustaining out. Esmeralda is doing the job though. But you have to
अर्को टिमलाई
take
पनि
care
गाह्रो
of
पर्ला जस्तो है क्रक्सको
27 as
अगेन्स्टमा
well. This guy
गाह्रो त
is
परिहाल्छ नि
literally
गाइज होइन राम्रो टिमहरूको अगेन्स्टमा गाह्रो
spoiling the
परिहाल्छ नि
mind at this moment of Yama Esports player.
तर
and
हेरौँ
that
है त
is
गाइज
definitely
बम्बे
gonna
सर्भर
be
भयो
the
भने
thing for
हाई
the side
चान्स
of
छ
CRQ
हाम्रो लागि
here,
होइन
and he's
बेङ्गाल
on
पऱ्यो चाहिँ झ्याउ हुन्छ कि
the glowing on
केटाहरूलाई त
blue. Array,
बेङ्गालै
that's
बस्छ
gonna be
अहिले
a good
केटाहरूलाई
lead.
त सजिलो हुन्छ नि 80 तिर खेल्न चाहिँ झ्याउ लाग्छ यार 80 90
AOG might keep coming through again. The sun is coming in as well. That's gonna be a lot of damage coming through for the side of CRQ right now.
गनी
Gone.
गन त के हो
Still able to survive. Glocks will be taken
आमा
down
वाइएसएस
again. That's
गोल्ड
gonna
हो कि
be the
गोल्ड
damage.
प्लेयर
There is
त
also
डेन्जर छ
Artem
त
being set upon. Forcing
ओए
a down
हाइब्रिडले
kill
मारेर
there.
छोड्यो
It's
यार
onto the Esmeralda right now. That's gonna be 27 trying to go in for more. Selena will
क्यान
be
दे
taken down
डिफेन्ड
as
डिफेन्ड गर्न
well.
सक्ला
He
त
might be trying to go for a stun. The Phantom still coming through now, but that's gonna be a defensive one as well. Cheats onto the other side, trying to disarm a lot of damage that he wants to go for. The
को कुन
Kimmy
टिममा
not
केटाहरूलाई
able
अब
to go for
फेरि
the
बुझाउनु पर्ने
required
हो
damage that he needed.
दुईजना नेपाली
And that
यामा
is
स्पुडमा छ
definitely gonna
दुईजना
be the
क्रक्स
problem now.
दुईजना
What the
नेपाली
heck
अर्को
going
क्रक्स
on?
भन्ने
They
टिममा छ कि
cannot
केटा
really do all the damage. They might be possibly
लक
going
र
for a Zen
हाइब्रिड
though.
छ यामा स्पोर्ट र क्रक्समा चाहिँ यहीको र गन्छ है गाइस
If
सेलिना
they
भनेको
try to
हाइब्रिड
do
हो
that,
लापो लापो
yes,
हाइब्रिड
the
हो
wall is coming in. That's gonna be a stopped onto the minions that can come to here
दुईटा
right
इम्पोर्ट
now.
मात्रै खेल्न
Array
मिल्छ नि
trying
त
to disarm a
नेपालबाट
lot of
गयो नि त्यही भएर दुईटा
defenses here, but
टिममा
they might be going for a re-engagement coming through. The tech charge completely
दुईटा
missing
दुईटा टिममा
out
छ
and working
भन्न
on dying. Still able to survive. The AOG coming through. There's gonna be a damage coming in as
लकको
well. The
ओइ
Maul
लकले
is
नाइस गरे
in
त्यो
77. That
ग्लुको त्यो
might
स्किलले
not be a good
प्युरिफाई गरिदिनु
idea. It's gonna be taken down by Cheats.
फेडेनको
That's
फ्लिकर
gonna be
गयो
a stack onto the Sky Piercer as well. Flicker coming through from Faden.
फेडेनले यो
He
गेम
will be
ढुट्टो
able
हान्छ
to
यार
survive
ढुट्टो
with the
हान्छ क्या
help of the
ढुट्टो
Lord.
फेडेनलाई अब
It's gonna
मार्नै
be
सक्दैन कि
one
गाह्रै
tap
छ यार
down for the side of CRQ and Gone
लक
gone.
त
But still
075
focusing onto the
छ
getting
त
farm onto the Yisun Sin here again. They cannot burst down the
हल्का
Lord just yet.
हल्का यो
But
गेम
still, Yama
नराम्रो
Esports,
भइरहेछ
they
भन्नु
are also unable to
लाइक
start
के
off with
कसले
a
लग्ला त केटा
defensive look for
फर्स्ट
themselves
लर्ड
again.
होइन फर्स्ट होइन सेकेन्ड लर्ड हो दिस
They're
सेकेन्ड लर्ड
starting it, they're contesting it out as there, but
ओइ
lack of discipline I just saw from CRQ.
क्यान दे
Not looking
लर्ड
at that
ओइ
moment to go
फेडेन
for the
फेडेन
F5.
मर्यो होला
They
त
really went
मर्यो
for it,
फेडेन
but now
फेडेन
there is
मर्यो
a chase going in. Faden will be taken
ओइ
down.
याइकोले
And with the
लक दियो
Dread
रिट्री
Lord, Retribution,
ल
Yahiko got
जिजी
the
ल
Lord
केटा
there with
जिजी
a slain onto the Grok. Flapu
ल
falls down,
सक्यो ल केटा
double kill
याइकोले
onto the
रिट्री क्या
hands
भन्दा
on
यार
God.
फ्युटी फ्युटी
Triple Flash falls
ओए
down as
मेनियाक
well.
लक दियो यार
Can it be a
ओए
maniac?
एकछिन डिफेन्ड हान्छ क्या हान्दैन हान्दैन हान्दैन
It can
नाइ नाइ
possibly
नाइ
be Teach. He's 1 HP
ब्लेड आरोर
down, but
बनाएर
it's
रहेछ
gonna be taken
साला
onto the
घाटकले यार
kill by
कस्तो उल्टे मार्तिर
Array. Right
ल
now, they
लभली
are
गेम है
bursting
लभली
into the
क्रकले
mid side. The Lord
क्रकले हल्का
catching
वान
the
साइड नै हान्दियो
glowing
भन्छ यार यो
of
गेम त म
Yama Esports. They
तर
will
नाइस ट्राई थियो
not
यामाको
be able to
नाइस
take it
ट्राई थियो
against CRQ.
नट ब्याड है
That's gonna be a
मेबी
win.
सेकेन्ड गेम हान्छ केटा हो
So
बेस्ट
much
अफ
of
3 हेर्नु मन चाहिँ
service
मलाई चाहिँ
coming through from
बेस्ट अफ 3
Yahiko,
हेर्नु
of
मन छ
course, very commendable. That was a good Lord take and a good wipe
सक्छ
out.
र याइकोलाई ग्याप हान्न गाह्रो छ होइन गाह्रो छ ग्याप हान्न
I
त्यो
think
इन्डियामा नि
we can see
जङ्गलहरूले
that the
ग्याप हान्न गाह्रो
smoothness
छ केटा हो
of the
होइन
synergy
यत्तिकै त
coming
ग्याप
through
हान्न
for
सक्दैन
CRQ is definitely shown there. And I don't think Yama Esports were able to respond to that.
हात
I
त
think it have to be the
याइकोले
start,
अहिले
the
प्र्याक्टिस गरेको
single
छैन
starter
प्र्याक्टिस गरे भने
there
चाहिँ खत्रै
from
हान्छ क्या होइन
Lane into the mid
अहिले
side where
हल्का
Faden
हात
was
बसेको छैन
able able
भन्न।
to freeze out onto the lane,
प्राइममा आयो
and
नि त
then
डेन्जर हान्छ नि फेरि
already
एक्लै
got an
क्यारी हान्छ
early flicker onto Lux as well. That is definitely gonna became a good start for the side of CRQ, and the rotation from there on has
तिमी
been
र
clean
बब
craze. And I don't think
म र
there
बब चाहिँ
was
म्यारिनो भन्ने टिममा
anything
छ है
that the goal laner or the
फर
XP
यो एउटा
laner can
टुर्नामेन्टको लागि
do to
मात्रै हो
try to start out the
हाम्रो
turtle
टिममा
as well. And
चाहिँ
Leomord without the
जोसेफ
first turtle or the
छ
snowball really
किमी छ
becomes
कायल
very,
छ
very
बब
weak,
र म
and
हो
that is what we can see in
जोसेफ
this
जङ्गल
game as
भइहाल्यो
well.
एसटिएल को जङ्गलर हो
I
अहिलेको
believe it was
अनि
27
किमी
smash into
रोमर
the lineup down.
कायल
That guy
गोल्डेनर
didn't even
यिनीहरू
give
मिड
the
ट्रायो
chance to that Leo mode
यिनीहरू
or
ट्रायो
to the
टिआरटी
Grok
हो
as
ट्रायो
well to give the setups for the side.
पाण्डाले गेम
So
खेल्नु
do
पाण्डाले
the
गेम खेल्न
Kimmy
छोडेछन्
as
गाइस
well, because if you will see the
स्योर
Kimmy has
गनी हो
been
गनले पाउला है एमबिपी
efficiently
गनको
playing
लास्ट
in
बवाल
this
चाहिँ
whole
केटी
game for
बबल
the
पनि
side
केटी
of Yama
केटीले
Esports. But what was lacking is the proper setup from the
गाइस
Grok.
एकछिनमै स्टार्ट भइहाल्छ
We were
यामामा हाइब्रिड
expecting
नि
for
छैन
the Grok because
अहिले
it was
एक्सपी
a
खेलेको हाइब्रिड नै हो त्यो
lock-on,
लाप लाप
like
खेलेको
he's
हाइब्रिड
gonna
नै हो
give the setups to your side, but no,
ऐको हो त्यो
he
मसर
doesn't got the chance. But at
ऐको
27, he
त्यो
was
त
grabbing around
हिजोको गेमले
every
देखाएको
time,
हो तिमीहरूलाई
and I don't know why, but at the same time, Tix
हिजोको
was giving
गेमले
damage
देखाएको
to
है
the
गाइस
glue, so
हिजोको
the damage was getting received by the Grok, and he was getting down a lot of times. And RA with those
क्याकरोट
AOG
चाहिँ को
setups
क्याकरोट
onto the
भनेको
Grok
जोसेफ
and
हो
for the disengage
क्याकरोट भनेको
was
जोसेफ
totally mind blowing. At the same time, if we're gonna talk about Yahiko, not only into the team fight participation there, but
गन गनले पाउँछ होला
whenever he
गाइस
got a
मेरो पनि
chance, he
एमबिपी
managed to
गनले नै हो है
secure
तर
the
केटाहरू
turret as
सबले
well.
राम्रै
So the
खेल्छ क्रक्सको एभ्री
structural
वानले राम्रै
negatives
सबैले
plus macro securance
भएको
into
अलि
the
राम्रो प्लेयर नि
objectives way
सब
with his
इन्डियामा हो
military skills,
त्यही हो गाइस
and
इन्डियामा
of
मेबी
course
ठुल्ठुलो
the
टुर्नामेन्ट आउनु लाग्छ
participation in
त्यही
the
भएर नि
team
इन्डिया
fight,
जानु लाग्यो
grabbing up the
अब
skills.
नेपालमा
I
अफिसियलको
believe
स्लट
it
आयो भने त
was
फर
A
स्योर
plus for
सबैजना
Yahiko
प्लेयरहरू
in this
नेपालबाटै
game.
खेल्छ
I mean,
Yeah.
they pay
तर
him
अहिले
one of the
टुर्नामेन्टहरू
number
केही छैन
one
त त्यही भएर दे
jungler
आर
of South Asia,
प्लेइङ
who
फ्रम
is
इन्डिया
standing with that name right
पहिला
now. But who knows,
एपेक्सहरूको
like,
नेपाल
let's
आएर
see
खेले
if we
जस्तै हो क्या
can
सेम
beat our Van or Joseph.
Okay, that's what we're waiting for, right? Exactly how we are looking for us right now. And I think the fact that still they've, you know, for CRQ, they
स्लट आयो भने
knew
त
that
केटाहरूले
Yahiko
अति
can
अति
go
खेल्छ कि कसमले
haywire
2
onto
वर्षदेखि स्लट छैन
onto the
होइन
Joy
स्लट पायो भने
because
कस्तो चाहिँ
whenever
ग्राइन्ड
the
हान्छ होला
Grok is not
बुझ्दैन यार
present, he can go in and out, and that is what they did. They let Yahiko do
द्याट्स इट
his job.
तर
And the
इन्डियामा
other four,
कम्पिटिसन
they
त्यस्तै
were traveling
हायर
all
छ
the
होइन
time, and they had the
दुइटा
cameras
इम्पोर्ट
in
हुन्छ
sync.
दुइटा
They were
इम्पोर्ट
going
कतिवटा
for the
टिमले
strats.
इम्पोर्ट
They
गरेर
were
छ
looking for
फिलिपिन्स
Yahiko to
इन्डोनेसियाबाट
come through and
अनि
go for the
कोच त फर
execution, and
स्योर
he did that
फिलिपिन्सको
too.
कोच पनि
And up
टन्नै
to the
टिमले
first half,
ल्याइसकेको छ
even
क्या
they were
कम्पिटिसन
consistently
वाइल्ड हुन्छ यार
playing
इन्डियामा
better than
जित्न
Yama
गाह्रै छ भनौँ
Esports.
न
They cannot break up the
किनकि
formation,
पपुलेसन पनि त्यत्रो
and
छ होइन
he
अनि
faded
प्लस
with the perft RM
फेसिलिटिज
as well, was
पनि
able to
वाइल्ड छ
top
क्या
the people here.
अनि
And
गाह्रै
then the
पर्छ
follow-up
इन्डियामा
nature
जित्न
from
चाहिँ होइन
the rest of the team also created a lot of spacing for them. And when you play into the text mode,
लेट्स चाहिँ
right,
त्यो
it's
कुन
just
चाहिँ टिमले
nature.
हान्छ होइन
You're gonna
इन्डियामा
be taking a lot more damage than
अहिलेसम्म
people
हायर चान्स
think.
जित्ने
And
भनेको
most of the time, the
त्यस्तो
follow up
भन्नै
of a
सकिँदैन क्या
of
गड
the
लाइक आई
AOGs
डोन्ट थिङ्क है
coming through
गड
from
लाइकले
Green
हान्छ
as
जस्तो
well
चाहिँ
was
लाग्दैन मलाई
perfectly on point too. And 77, I think he really, really did
गड
well
लाइकले
in this
जित्दैन
game with
ढुक्क
this
भन्ने
move.
चाहिँ
He was everywhere. He
ठुलो
was the
टुर्नामेन्ट आयो
one
नि
initiating. He was the one creating a lot of spacing for the bad
क्याकरले
guys.
जे पनि
And
भन्छ
then the
होइन
follow up coming
होइन
through
जे उयो
with the
अरेले
AOG was
पायो ओ माई
perfectly on
गड
point.
फोर
And
वान
this is
ट्वेन्टी
the
टू
reason
रहेछ
why
नि
I
त
kind
केडी
of say
सेक्री रहेछ
that
त
Gatot is a hero that
घाटो
needs an
घाटो
assistant in
घेरेले
this
एमबी
late
पाउनु
game.
परिहाल्छ नि
And
यार
he was
अभियसली
only going for that. And we can see how much of an importance
क्याकर
pool
जे भनेको
these
अर्कै
team
हो
can
गाइस
play
जे
for
भनेको
Gatot
सब्सिट्युट हो
together with the Grok and
पहिला
the
जङ्गल
Glue
खेल्थ्यो
as well.
एसटिएलबाट अहिले
Fantastic
चाहिँ
MVP.
जोसेफ खेलिरहेको छ जङ्गल
90%
त्यही
team
भएर
participation. Doom, KDA player, 4122.
केडिए प्लेयर भन्छ
My
ट्याङ्कले यार
goodness, 4-1-22. That was like
रातो
he
रोम
is the
बनायो
boss.
असित
He's the
पायो यत्तिकै
wingman
बबाल
for
हो
the
यार
side
यता
of team CRQ in this game. He's the sandbag as well. 33% damage
कलर
taken and
फ्लेक्सिबल केटाहरूलाई
90%
अहिले
team
हल्का हात बस्छ
participation.
होइन अब हान्छ
It's
केटाहरूले
like
ढुक्क हान्छ
he was
ढुक्क हान्छ
totally in each and every team fight, and that was the
गाइस एट्टिन
reason
एट्टिन
he was
फेब्रुअरीमा
getting all
झन्
those
ठुलो
damage,
ल्यान्डवाला छ
doing
यार
all those setups, as you
एसटिएल
mentioned
भर्सेस
about the
गड लाइक
love
ल्यान्ड
affection
इभेन्ट
towards
हो
the
होइन
Grok Gacha. That's what
Mhm.
love is what
ल्यान्ड
I want
इभेन्ट
to
हो
hear
त्यो
about,
पनि
because like CC,
अनि
we know like
म
Kurtik
चाहिँ वाच
came
पार्टी
in
गर्छ
with the
त्यो
combo, even a
किनकि आई डोन्ट
traction
वान
boots and
मिस द्याट
AOG
गेम एज वेल
combo, but that was Yama's
किनकि
idea
एसटिएलले
to take
रिभेन्ज
the
हाल्न त
trade
यसपालि
down
गड
and
लाइकलाई
go for
जोसेफ
them,
छ जङ्गलमा
as
होइन
the Gatotkacha is
लेट्सको
going
लेट्सको
into the
लेट्सको
hand
लेट्सको
of
गेम
the
स्टार्ट भयो
CRQ. That was a nice
गेम
choice,
लगाइदियो
but into the early phase, as I mentioned, the early game
गाइस
and
लेट्सको है त
stability
कसले
was
जित्दा त
still in the
सेकेन्ड गेम
hand of CRQ, and that's
कहिले
what happened.
भन्नुभएको
They managed to grab up the early
कहिले
spike into their
फेब्रुअरी
hand.
18 मा
They
है
got the goal lead,
गडलाईको
but
भन्छ एचटिएल
obviously they
फाइनल
got the
त्यो
level
15
headed
लाखको टुर्नामेन्ट
everything for themselves.
त्यो चाहिँ
Not
म
only
वाचपट्टि
that,
गर्छु
they
फर्स्ट इयर
also managed to give
हाम्रो
that
गेम सकिन आयो
exposure
अनि
by securing
आज
the
चाहिँ हाम्रो गेम
objectives
छैन
over
अब
there. So in the
लेट्स
end,
सी अब
they
एक दुई
managed
दिनमा
to
हुन्छ होला
advance from the
अप्पर
early
ब्राकेटमा
lead,
मेबी
but
क्रक्सलाई नै फेस गर्न सक्छ
forced
हामीले
their
क्रक्स
opponent's side to flinch.
यता
They will
जित्यो
be
भने
giving it a
क्रक्स
but
आरएनटिएक्स
I'll say like
नभए
the
इबिटी
fabulous gameplay
तिनीहरूमा
from
कसैलाई
both
फेस
of the
गर्छौँ है
team.
हामीले
I just loved it. Like this was
टप
the
8 को
first
ब्राकेटमा
I've
हो
seen
हामी
for Yama Esports new
सो
lineup,
राम्रो टिमहरू छ
when I
सबै
just saw Twitch playing. he was
हात
so
तताउनुपर्छ
good.
होइन
It's like I don't know what's with the Yama esports mid laners, but they
भोलिबाट
got
हुने
game
टुर्नामेन्ट
spam.
भोलिदेखि रजिस्ट्रेसन स्टार्ट हुन्छ गाइज
Oh
रजिस्टर गरौँ न
wow,
होइन हामी पनि खेल्छौँ होरा स्पोर्ट नि
loves
खेल्छौँ
his gimme out there for
लाइनअप
sure.
सेम हो याइको गन हुन्छ
They love the Kimi here, and I
तिनीहरू
think
बेङ्गालबाटै
it
खेल्छ
provides a lot of versatility into
सो
the mid
मेक
area
sure
that
to
we
जोइन
need.
है
And I
गाइज
think now
अफिस
that we
टुर्नामेन्टमा
have
जोइन गरौँ
Split heading into the second
हाम्रो टिम छ राम्रो टिम होइन हाम्रो
round,
एउटा टिम
so
भयो
I
होइन
think
होरा स्पोर्ट
Yama,
भयो
they're gonna be
त्यसपछि
taking a pick here.
लापुरबाई
And
टुर्नामेन्ट
Fry,
जितेको टिम
he
छ
and the boss,
लक
yeah,
लक
taken away.
हाइब्रिड
These are
पान्डा
two teams that
भोइडहरूको
we
टिम छ
don't
सिरो
need to
पनि भयो
ban
त्यतै
onto the blue side. The Sorai
अनि
taking
अर्को
our kill,
सेप्टेम्बर 9
but
छ
it's
होइन
gonna be a deny and a
अनि
respite
टिडिपी नि
finally
खेल्छ
from the
होला
side of
ढुक्क
CRQ.
सो
Very
मेक sure to
good
जोइन है गाइज
coming
को छ
from
सबै जोइन
Yama
गरौँ
and
जेब्लिङहरूको
Decisive.
टिम सबै राम्रो राम्रो
Taking
टिमहरू
it
आउँछ
off,
होइन
oh
जोइन हारौँ
wow. Doom onto the
गड लाइक
god.
लोवर ब्याकेटमा
Okay, okay.
गड लाइक
It's gonna
लोवर
be such a
ब्याकेटमा हो
good
गाइज अहिले
Enigma here again, like he was onto the god.
फर्मेट
But
बुझाउन
okay.
राम्ररी
But the bans coming through from Yama. It's
अफिसियल
gonna be
टुर्नामेन्टको
one
फर्मेट
more
भन्ने
god
हो
here. They have to ban away the
अफिसियल
Fire
टुर्नामेन्टको
both
फर्मेट
ways.
त
And the Freya and the Jusin
त्यही
also
अब
got banned. And now they have options here. Like,
सुरुको गेममा
do
हल्का
they
क्वालिफायर
really
हुन्छ भनौँ
want
न
to
अब
allow for
धेरै
that
टिम
Doom
भएर
onto
सुरुमा
the
त्यही बेस्ट अफ वानहरू गराउँछ अनि
room,
पछि
or
टप
do they
16
want to
पुगेपछि
pick up
बेस्ट
the
अफ 3
kill
गराउँछ
and
होला
try
त्यही हो
to
फर्मेट त
secure
अब
their goal?
जित्दै जाने हारे भने आउट
I really want to see a Fanny
त्यहीको
once again
टुर्नामेन्टहरू
with
त्यही अब
Sura
डायमन्ड वाला
and
टुर्नामेन्ट हो गाइस ल अब चाहिँ गेम एकछिन फोकस गरौँ है त गाइस ड्राफ्टहरू ड्राफ्ट
I
फोकस गरौँ
know.
ड्राफ्ट 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 ड्राफ्ट
But
ड्राफ्ट ड्राफ्ट
let's talk about it later. But now
हाइब्रिडको युजङ
moving
आइसक्यो
on,
गाइस
Faden's
हाइब्रिडको युजङ लेट्स
into
गो
their
है त
side with a
कस्तो खेल्छ
Yuzong
होइन
coming
केटोले
in there. That's
दिस
really
माइट
what
बी
I
द
said. Very good
मम्बे
pickup
सर्भर है
and
गाइस
very
मम्बे
good
सर्भर होस्
using
क्या
of
राम्रै हुन्छ
Yuzong.
केटा
And if it
Oh
is
yeah.
मम्बे
Freya,
सर्भर भएछ भने
then
हाम्रो
it will be a
यामा
bit of a
स्पोर्टको
50 for your side as well.
प्लेयरहरूलाई सजिलो
I
हुन्छ
mean,
त नेपाली
Yuzong
प्लेयरहरूलाई
versus
हाइब्रिड र लकलाई
CRQ doesn't fear at all. Faden going for the
Nope,
Forza.
nope, nope.
And
गर्छ
Yahiko
हाम्रो
onto the
गनी गनको
top.
क्लड
Not
आइसक्यो गाइस लेट्स गो
carry coming in here or something like
होरामा
a
को रोम
fighter
होरामा अहिले
because
रोममा हाम्रो भ्याम्पायर
Vega
बोय
is banned. So do the Sora.
You on special occasions you can carry here, but you don't want to carry against the Farsa. That's an insta burst, and you don't really want to do that. You can win out the lane, of course, but
होरामा भ्याम्पायर
against the
बोय
Goliath,
गाइस
I think that's definitely not gonna be good. Okay, talking about Hilda, yeah, there we go. We got the Hilda here for Yama right now. Very, very crucial that they have to take out the Hilda here, but the goal is gonna be very such a becoming a big nuisance here. But the thing I like
लक
about the
भाइ
side of
रोम हो यहाँ
CRQ in this
लक हो
game is that
रोम गाइस
for
टुर्नामेन्ट लबी हो
yes,
भने यस गाइस
it was
टुर्नामेन्ट
good
लबी हो
against the clock because of the
फर्स्ट इयर
fact that
अफिस
she's
टुर्नामेन्ट
injuring
लबी नै
the
हुन्छ नि
fire
केटा
blazing duet, and she's also
ल
gonna
गाइस
be
कसले जित्दा
getting
त यो
out the
गेम
lane
होइन
by the Farsa.
लकको
Let's
हिल्डा
see if the
हाइब्रिडको
pick
युसङ
here is
गनिगनको
gonna
क्लड
pick up very early on. It can be the third pick, it can
याइको
be
हिरो मात्र
the
बाइक छ अब
second drafting phase pick, but onto the first pick he kinds of get
ल
vulnerable
गाइस
here
को
with
छ
no
टिम
picture
बनाऊ
being
5 म्यान
injured by
बनाऊ
the
रजिस्टर गर
Yahiko.
है
And
भोलिदेखि
Yahiko
रजिस्ट्रेसन खुल्छ
decides to go
4-5
for another
बजेदेखि होइन
pick
भोलिको
since that's gonna
सो
be
रजिस्टर
1v1
गरौँ
for him.
हाम्रो
So
टिम पनि रजिस्टर
yeah,
गर्छौँ होरा स्पोर्ट नै हुन्छ होइन
but
सबै
that's it.
राम्रो टिमहरू हुन्छ
We can
नेपालीहरू
see that they ban out the Uranus
सो
here.
मेक स्योर टु रजिस्टर है
But
साँच्ची अनि त्यो
they want
टुर्नामेन्टमा
they
बङ्गलादेशहरूको
even
टिम पनि
allow the
हुन्छ है
Yuzhong here so that he will get the
बङ्गलादेशको
bottom of one
कतिवटा
side
टिम होला नेपालको कतिवटा
wherever
टिम
the team fight is going on. The CC taken away again by CRQ. So
क्लड
Yama,
एमबिपी
do you want
फर
to join
स्योर
now?
लेट्स सी
Respect towards Yahiko here.
सबै स्किनहरू
You know, like
मिल्छ गाइस
like
सबै
they
स्किन
were
युज
going
गर्न
for
मिल्छ
Sura
रजिस्टर
and
हान्दै केटा
at the same
रजिस्टरमा
time
खेल अनि मजाले
Faden picking Farsa was really you can say a merciful
एफी पेजमा
pick
हालेको थियो
from
हिजो
Faden because he
एमएल
could have killed
एफी
Nita as
पेजमा
well,
हाल्दा हुन्छ
Nita as
एफी
well
पेज
as
नै
Queen
फलो गरेर
King,
राख न
but
त्यो
Nita
मेरो
is there and a Claude. It's a nightmare for
केमा छ
Faden. Even
रजिस्टर
though
दाइ
the
भोलि
Yuzong is
खोल्छु नि
not
गाइस
there,
रजिस्ट्रेसन
it's a
लिङ्क
nightmare
म
for Faden.
युट्युबतिर नि
But
पोस्ट
still,
हानिदिउँला नि त गाइस
BBC
त्यहाँबाट
doesn't
पनि
have the
गर्दा हुन्छ
resource, and I don't believe Hilda will
बिबिसी
give
र
you that much
जेरक्स त
profit. Right
विदेश
now,
गइसक्यो
with
गाइस
EXP, they need someone who can give them setups,
गाइस
who
अब म
can give
कमेन्ट
them
पढ्दिनँ
upper
गाइस
top on
मोडरेटरहरू
this
कहाँ छ
team.
मेरो
So,
कमेन्टहरू
what should
रिप्लाई
be the
हान्दिनँ यार
call?
यस्तो
Like, I believe you
म
banned
यस्तो
the
गेममा
Uranus,
फोकस हान्नु पऱ्यो कि
and the
ल गाइस
Esmeralda is
गेममा
open
फोकस
at this
गर्छु
moment. You can
कमेन्ट
go with
अब एकछिन
Esmeralda,
आम
or you
गर्न
can
स्किप
trade
है
it out. But now they're going with a utility Queenie jungle here. Does also provide a setup, but for a little bit of time. So, I mean, the special migration Valeric, yeah, it's gonna work, but not in that way, Debbie. But what I was
Yeah,
expecting from
ल
Yama.
गाइस लेट्स गो के लिएछ
I feel like
गुनिबर
for
जङ्गल
Yama, they are setting up
भेरी
for
इन्ट्रेस्टिङ
a marksman goal lane here because there's gonna be a utility into the jungle as well. They're gonna be needing out a Herrick maybe if they
सेभर
want to go for. Oh man, it's gonna be the debut of the Saber. Of course, we know Yahiko plays the jungle Saber, but we
सेभर
didn't know
जङ्गल
that he's gonna be pulling it out into this game. That's a very cheese pick we have seen into the previous game also, but it wasn't a good
के
Saber
कुक
game
हान्दैछ
because it was
मेरो
a
भाइले
roam
लास्टै
Saber,
कुक
and
हान्दैछ
was
यार
begging
कुट
it
हान्दैछ
for
है
it to be
सेभर
initiated
जङ्गल
in
है
the jungle, and now we can see
केटा
this
हेपेको हो कि के हो यो
Saber. And then the
हेपेको
Lee
हो कि के हो
together, they have a
याइकोले
good front line, they have a good setup.
कि हेपेको हो
Oh
कि
man, and
सेभर
whatever
स्ट्रङ छ अहिले
kind of damage
हेरौँ
scaling
है
with
त के
only
गर्छ
the
सेभरले
Granger instead of the Harris.
BTK मोबाजेन हो जस्तो है मोबाजेन है
Esports is gonna be very,
BTK
very
मोबाजेन
vulnerable
BTK
to
याइको जस्तो है
Versa, to Saber, and even for Elise as well.
मोबाजेन भाइब्स हो
You going for two purify right now, like with the Granger and the Eve, and just because the Saber is there into the hand of Yahiko, this game is going to be insane. And I really need to check what is the ultimate of Saber. I don't know because
Supposed
we need to use that.
मोबाजेन है गाइस दिस इज मोबाजेन है नेपाली
all
मोबाजेन
right. Let's
नेपाली
discuss
मोबा
it.
नेपाली
Really
बोसो
upset
जेनरल भन्दै यार आइगोले तर अहिले त
into their side.
नेपाली
They really
मोबाजेन पो
wants
रहेछ
to
त यार
stumble that poke burst combo right now being built up from Yama's side with that
हेरौँ है त
Eve
गाइस
and the
सेभर
Granger
चल्छ
into their
चल्दैन
lane.
लेट्स सी है
Still, I
लेट्स सी
think
कस्तो
out
कस्तो
here, I
सेभर
believe
चल्छ
Saber was not the best option because you're gonna get a lot of hindrance from the Hilda. And if it is a dangerous grass, then that
के
Hilda
त्यही
will
त
be a
यार
little bit more vulnerable
जिजी
towards the
है
side of
सेभर जङ्गल
Team CRQ. But all the best. Let's see what
गाइस
will be
को
happening.
नयाँ छ
The
मेक स्योर
experience
लाइक दिस
god
स्ट्रिम
is
गाइस
yet
लाइक
to
हानौँ
come.
सब्सक्राइब गर्न
And
नबिर्सनु
it's
गाइस
more like not the Saber game, it is more like Payton's Sparsa game. And ladies and gentlemen, once
लेट्स
again,
गो
welcome back
गेम 2
to the
क्रक्स
game number
भर्सेस
2.
यामा स्पोर्ट है
CRQ
त
having
कसले जित्ला त केटा
poked
यो गेम ड्राफ्ट हेरेर कसले
1-point
जित्छ
lead
जस्तो लाग्छ
onto Yama
मलाई ड्राफ्ट हेरेर
Esports,
त यामा
having
के
got the
यामाले
second
हान्छ
one,
जस्तो लागेर चाहिँ
putting
हेरौँ है
them
त
into the upper bracket and welcoming Yama into the lower as well. And if Yama
ओए
wins
ओए
this
ओए
game,
ओए ओए
they'll be
हाफ एचपी
sitting here
भइसक्यो
for the third
ओए
position. Let's see
त्यो
what will be
लायो है
happening.
झन्
Early game aggression. Let's talk about the early game accessibility, Debbie. It will be, I believe, into the hand of Crux Equip. Mid to late, Yama Esports late, properly Yama into because they got the Granger, they got the Dragon as well. But now in the mid side, there is a poke coming in.
मोरेलिस
Yeah, but all top
ग्याप
lane
खाइसके
going
एक्समा
down coming
ग्याप
through
खाइसके
from
हाइब्रिडले
Eve.
1v1 सोलो मारिछ
Taking
केटा हो
down. That's what I was expected.
वर्किङ अन डाइङ
CRQ
त
there
साँच्ची नै
selling
वर्किङ अन
that
डाइङ नै रहेछ यार
hero.
सोलो
Unfortunately,
ग्याप है
got
गाइस
left on the
1v1
left
सोलो
side
ग्याप है
here.
एक्समा
But
हाइब्रिडले
Versa is
देखाइसक्यो है
really, really comfortable on that nasty onto the first side as well, and he's been able to
अब
get out
ए
the
मम्मे
first kill.
सर्भरहरूलाई यो गेम
But
हान्छ
Jennifer does not want to
मम्मे
back
सर्भर भने
down.
केटाले
He
हान्छ
just
यार
want to have a poke for himself also. But the thing about the first side is that you cannot outpoke this hero because it have a lot of damages into the start of the game and the range too. But Teats, I think he have a very, very good positioning onto the Eve,
एक्सपी
and
हाइब्रिड
he's able
एक्सपी
to
हाइब्रिड
take
हो
out the
सेलिना
Dragon
भनेको
from
हाइब्रिड हो
his
गाइस युजङ
jungle.
खेल्ने हाइब्रिड
He
हो
will have the triple
ओ यो
sweep
यहीको
going
लास्ट छ
on.
क्या युजङ देख्ने बित्तिकै
And
मार्न
the
आउँछ
first
कस्तो
position that
यहीको
he's gonna be onto the
ओए
Petrina.
ओए
But
हाइब्रिड सेफ खेल्दा चाहिँ
oh,
नाइस है नाइस है
but
एक्सपीमा देखाउ न हो एक्सपीमा देखाउ म एक्सपी प्लेयर भएर हो कि
The
क्या हो
poke.
एक्सपी
There
मात्रै
is
हेर्नु मन
a
लाग्छ क्या
little bit
मलाई
of poke going in and on every time in the mid, but they're yet to rotate out to the goal. I believe like you need to stumble that Granger from the very beginning, otherwise he might get the stacks there. And the most beautiful thing about this game is nobody is on to purify. Nobody fears the Ico's favor.
कोही पनि प्युरिफायरमा
or
छैन
Grok
What funny
or a
thing.
race Grok.
गाइस टडल स्टार्ट भयो
Okay,
टडल त गाह्रै छ गाह्रै छ
very
क्रक्सले
fast
पाउँदैन
start
ढुक्क पाउँदैन
eventually in
टडल
favor for the side of Yama Esports now. And of course, it's going to be
गयो ल
Saber here, so you cannot really
क्रक्सलाई
go
गाह्रो
on
पर्न सक्छ यो
without a
गेम गाह्रो
sniper
पर्न सक्छ
rotating
क्रक्सलाई
from the XP lane side. The Dragon has already popped away, so working on dying, still not
गन
able
पनि लो
to
छ ओके
get onto the level 4 with the timing of the turtle. Will
लाइभ
be
चाहिँ
able to
युट्युबमा
acquire a
कहिले
lot of
सर
kills. And Grok
आजदेखि
is
लाइभ
planning to go
आज रे
for the
अघि नै लाइभ गरेँ
engage
त मैले
onto the
त
turtle here. But in the meantime,
1
though,
घन्टा
they want to
भइसक्यो
have
केटा
that
हो
kill
कहिले
here,
लाइभ
and
गरेको छ
there's going to be spotted out on
लक
Saber.
कहाँबाट आएको लक
Oh, wait.
Okay, there is a fight comes up. The
नाइ
quick
यार किन
strike
त्यहाँबाट आएको
punching
यार
down Lux here.
Oh,
As well as RW
ओ
popped up.
गुनिवर
There you go. Blind the trick him. Special migration
हगाइ
comes up.
भयो है
Finally,
हगाइ भएको
one
अरेको
more.
नाइस
Yes,
फ्लिकर अल्टै
one
नाइस
shot. And there will be the Guinea falling
अरे
down.
अरे अरे
And
अरे
there
अरे
is
बाँच्यो
Silco
बाँच्यो
Fire
अरे
for
बाँच्यो
a doom. Literally make the doomed out of that Guinevere.
थ्रो
And a
भयो
big
यामा स्पोर्टले
splash
थ्रो
into
हान्यो
the Heavens Zone. This was totally, I mean, unexpected move from Doom, I believe.
त्यहाँबाट किन आएको यार
What will
लक
happen
man,
to
this
आई
is
डोन्ट नो
so
यार
worth it though. Look at this. Look at this. This is so worth it because
अनि
of the
गुनिभर
jungler Guinevere we are talking about. You
एक
don't have the
गुनिभर
spatial migration anymore, and you can set up beautiful coming through with
अरेले
the
मिठो हान्यो
turtle
यार
for
मिठो
the
हान्यो
side
यार
of Doom here. And now this is definitely gonna be a good start for the side of CRQ. Now Yama Esports they did secure onto the turtle, but they need to have that early game advantage because they have a Hilda, right? And they aren't able to do so because the Hilda died trying to go for the farm here, and they did not expect that CRQ will be all around there. No tech charge for the side of Array here. Still, he will be able to face technical
मरे
players here.
लक
Look at
फेरि
that
मरे
flare strike. coming through, and the triple sweep will be able to get out the
याईकोले
kill
1 किल पाइसक्यो
onto
यार
the Lux again, and that's not definitely the best case scenario for the side of Yama
What the
Esports. Now
fuck
bot lane
Guniver
side,
एली
they're
स्क्वाडमा
getting
all
through
लाग्दैन
as
क्या
well. Sentry fly
तिम्रो
coming
के
through
गर्छ
from Fade as
मरे
well.
Guniver
Necessarily a take that's coming through as well. Two members getting
लास्टै
taken
थ्रो हाने
through,
है
and that's
यामाको
gonna be
केटाहरूले
it there.
लास्टै थ्रो हाने
Taken
यार
down again by CRQ. They have a luck all
What
across
the
the board,
heck
and
was
now
that
they're gonna be
Guniver
setting up for everything that they want here right now because they have 1k goalie onto their side. Their jungle is very, very healthy too.
ड्राफ्ट राउन्डमै छ क्या
Yeah,
यामाको
Yahiko
तर
was
I
trying
don't know
to
यार
take invade that
खेलेको
blue
पारा
buff
चाहिँ
away from Gwynny, but he somehow
कमब्याक हान्ला
got
कि
chased down by Lux. But now the Rhapsody coming in, free turtle coming out for
युजसँग
the side
माथि
of
नै
Yama.
मारिदियो यार
You,
हाबिटले
there you go, Faden with the kill onto the
गाह्रो
back
पर्ने
top camp.
भइसक्यो केटा हो यहीको सेभर त्यही त यहीको
That
सेभर
might be
खेल्दैछ
luck
गाइस
trying to go in here. The damage is really,
हान्दैछ
really good.
सेभर
Many
खेलेर
numbers
हान्दै
damage
पनि
that
छ
he can come through with, but still
यो
however,
गुनिबरले
he
हल्का
doesn't
खै
really
के
have
गर्दैछ
a
है
instant
सेकेन्ड स्किल
assassin
पनि
here, so he'll be
हग्दैछ
able to
अल्टी नै
tell
हग्दैछ
where
यार
he's going now. But the top lane though, I think 27 is just focusing on trying to win into the lane and trying to stop the dragon, trying to stop Celine from trying to rotate around all across the places because I think the useness, the advantage of the dragon is much more than the Elise here
किन
into the
हारे
lane.
नि आउट त हुँदैन इलिमिनेट त हुँदैन
So this time around, they might want to focus
तर
on
हार्यो
getting
भने
more farm
प्रब्लम
if
के
they
हो
can
भने
go for
गड
it.
लाइकसँग
Looking for the
पढ्ने
triple kill
चान्स हुन्छ
here,
क्या होइन
stopping
किनकि
it
गड
with
लाइक
the
लोवर
Goni.
ब्राकेटमा छ होइन
Another
गाइज
one down. Goni gone. Free
गड
farming,
लाइक
but
इन्डियाको
that's
नम्बर
fine
1
for
टिम
their
लोवर
side.
ब्राकेटमा छ यार
Faden, oh my goodness, he got
फेडेन
caught doing
उही
right
बाँच्यो
thing,
यार
but there
फेडेन
is a
जिजी यार
follow.
नाइस अल्ट
Oh,
हरेको
he
नाइस
managed to
अल्ट
go back. What a save from Are. But look at the
किनकि
Granger.
लकले
He's
मार्न
doing
सक्छ
so
फ्लिकर चाहिँ
alertly
लक्समा
because he know like there will be a lot of attacks onto him. And still now, Yahiko doesn't even go to the goal lane, but still like the Granger is playing so safely. Like he really playing
कसले
so
पुराको
alertly just because the Saber is
गड
like
लाइकलाई
coming
लोवर
close and
ब्राकेट
interesting onto him.
गड
Yahiko
लाइकलाई
gets
लोवर ब्राकेट हामीले
executed
पुगाएको नि केटा हो
down
हिजो
there and
लोवर
goes
ब्राकेट
back onto
पुगाइदिएको
the
नि गड
Granger
लाइकलाई
with the cheer falling down as well into the mid. There is a team setup coming in for the airstrike follow up as well.
Oh,
Doom is still surviving.
ओए
Gonna go
नाइस
back, but
भने
the
यार तर
flicker
ओए
comes in.
बाँच्यो अरे
He
बाँच्यो
finds his way back into the safer zone. What a defense! What
मेच
outtake
चेन्ज
comes
भएको
out for
गाइज
Doom.
क्रक्सको
A
मेच
lot
चेन्ज
of
है
resources baited onto him, but
वर्किङ
doesn't
अन
capture
ओए
it.
ओए
Gets
ओए ओए
revived.
सस्टेन
Comes
गर्यो
in,
ओ
and
माई
the
गड
flood
जिजी
comes
यार
in. Three people got caught into their hand, and there is a rotation from Gonigon. He's dealing a lot of
जिजी है
damage,
गाइज
but the
जिजी
BMI goes back as well. The turtle comes in as the second turtle. Look at the execution. Yahiko with the killing spree goes in, finds the kill, but got to shut down the revenge, the consolation kill from the Lux. I mean, from the
यु
Granger
गाइज
was
बिट
there
इन्डिया
as well.
नम्बर
Now the
गाइज
turtle
हिजो हामीले
will be
गड
falling
लाइकले
into the
जितेको थियो
hand of
हिजो हाम्रो
Yama
म्याच त
Esports.
गड
But
लाइकको
there is
अगेन्स्ट
no
अनि हिजो
retreat
जितेको
also
थियो
for the side of
सो गड लाइक
Gonigon
त्यही भएर
here.
लोवर ब्राकेटमा छ
there is
हाम्रो
a
लाइनअप
lot of
चाहिँ
damage.
बब
They
थियो
go
म
down
थिएँ
into the fights coming through from the
किमी
side of Yama
कायल
here.
एन्ड
Now they're gonna be getting a
किमी
kill,
कायल
and that's gonna be
एन्ड
it for the airstrike
जोसेफ
coming through
जोसेफ थियो
on
त्यो
by
5 जना
Faden here. A good try on their
2-1 भएको
side,
थियो स्कोर
but you cannot really get out that turtle without the retribution here. And I think Flash really, really needed that turtle too because the Guinevere who is behind onto the goal will not be as tanky as you want it to be. Because whenever you go for the sets, you definitely doesn't really have the tankiness or the damages that can come through with the Spatial Migration or the Violet Rickham. And now the chains are onto the lane. He's
टोटल
gonna be
कस्तो
giving
पायो यार
Goni Gon a lot of
हाने
damage here.
यहाँ
And
मैले
now
हान्छ
the
क्या हो
Elise. The Elise is definitely just gonna be the how do I say the
ओए
person
गन
on
मऱ्यो
the
यार
top
जिजी
lane. Goni Gon taken down easily. How did that happen?
That was a 2v1 situation, so I believe like that was not
यहाँ
needed
मैले
at
हान्न
all.
थालेँ बिस्तारै
He was
गोल
there
लिड
to
त
secure
सेम
the
भइरहेछ
tier.
1 को मात्रै
Somehow he
डिफ्रेन्स छ
managed
गोल
to
लिड
defend his tier as well. Now they need to grab up some macro for them, or else like Yama Esports will be getting a lot of lane pressure from each and every lane. But into the mid side, Poke coming in, and
Oh,
you need to stop that Ranger out.
ओइ मऱ्यो
He's
alright.
gonna
पर्छ
find Nigga Hero, but no,
पकड
there is a
अरे
follow
अरे
up.
अरे अरे
What's being done?
ओ माई गड
There is
जिजी
a
जिजी
chase onto the Penguins
दुईटा
force, and he
ढ्याप्रेहरूले
goes
मारिदियो
down
पछाडि
with Nigga Hero as
ओइ
well into
नाइस
the mid
पेट्रिफाई
lane.
है
A
हाइब्रिडको
lot of
ओइ
damage
नाइस
being dish out. Flash
ओ
finds
माई
kill
गड
onto,
जिजी ब्रो
and
जिजी जिजी यामाले हाने यार
shut down. Double kill onto
याइको
Doom as
याइको
well.
याइको
But
याइको
now the
याइको एन्ड
execution
गनी
gets
गन
killed by a Saber.
ओइ
Yahiko
ओइ ओइ
falls
ओइ
down as well, but there will be
सबजना
kill
वान नाइट
onto
यार
Lux, and there's the Black Dragon coming in. The
दुईटा
dive is out.
नेपाली डुओले हान्न
Lux
लाग्थ्यो
is
होइन
on the
हान्न
spot as
त
well. They're going for the mid rush.
ड्यामेज हल्का
They will
पुगेन
be securing the tier 1 and expanding the mid lane here.
इभले वान सर्ट कसरी खाएन
Major
यार वान सर्ट खानु
objective
भन्दा
being
इभले
secured by the Yama Esports side. Faden comes in. He used the Feather of Strike, but doesn't matter. Somehow they managed to take out the tier
लिङ्कहरू
1.
हालेर त कम्युनिटी पोस्टमा गेम
I was
हुन्छ
also,
भनेर
you know,
मास्टर
questioning if this is
मैले
a good
डिस्कर्डमा
idea
हालेँ त
or
गाइज
not
त्यही
because
भएर
they can
डिस्कर्ड
only
जोइन
focus
पनि
on
हाल्दै गर्नु
getting
डिस्कर्डमा
one
सबै कुराहरू
kill
भइरहन्छ
onto
होइन
this.
गाइज
Now it is
अब
really
नेक्स्ट टाइमदेखि
good.
युट्युबमा हाल्छु नि
I
गाइज
mean, he
सरी
got the Genius one as a first one so that he'll be able
असर कुन
to
लेनमा खेलेको म
And
एक्सपी
they
खेल्ला
are
नि गाइस
going with this
रोम
item
त
skirmishes
रोम
also
त
skirmishes insta, but
रोमबाट
they
त
are
सन्यास
using it
लिइसकेँ नि मैले
very, very well. And I think it really works worked well for them. But so CRQ
This is
losing out
XP
to the
for
mid
now.
side here definitely is not the best case scenario. And when they lose out onto the far side onto Faden, they shouldn't have gone for the fights because this is going to be a losing fight. Even with the set coming through from Doom, he was able to get a good
So
insta as well
gold
as a
lead
good
law
kill.
same
But
भइसक्यो
now
same
CRQ
भइसक्यो
is
guys
taking
gold lead.
over the gold laner here, and I think that is actually good.
Lord
But
commit
then
हान्दा
again,
ल्यो.
you can't
Lord
really
bots
give
गर्छ होला
up
केटाहरुले
on
Lord
the
bots गर्यो.
elongated
यामाले
fight
Lord
when
bots
you don't
गर्यो.
have your fire side, especially when the
हाइब्रिड
mid
कल
side
जोन को
team
लागि
can really stay into the fight here.
याइको ओ
Maybe
माय
go
गॉड
for
याइको
what?
चोरी भयो त्यो
He went for
तर
the
याइको
Mortar,
मरे
but
उल्टे
he got caught down there.
वर्किङ अन
Same
टाइम मर्छ
happened.
र
The hero
ए
was
एलिस
killed
भन्छ
there,
यसलाई
and
किन
now they're
वर्किङ
going
अन
for
टाइम भन्दैछु
the
क्या म
Alice 27 in a very bad position. Arik comes up for the follow up. There is the Black Dragon form coming in. Just goes in there for the dive in comb, but in the way, Yahiko is the one falling down with a lot getting into the hand of team Yama Esports. They're really onto their spot, but can team Cruxicrim make their comeback in this process? Because I mean, I believe Ganigan will be the one setting the example here. But look at Hilda.
Instead of
This
playing from
Lux
which
totally
Marino
trying to
guys
keep
I'm
on
playing for
evading each
Marino
and every
for
hero.
one
That is
tournament
the
only
most
oh
killer thing about
ओइ
this
लक
game.
लक
But look at that, the
ओइ लक
killing
बाच्यो
spree happening with the ultimate from
याइको
Caesar.
याइको
He's going
फस्यो
for
याइको
that
फस्यो
hero.
याइको
Hilda
फस्यो
finds his way back
इभ
into the
कल्ट
lane.
फस्यो
Blood popping over there when he falls down with Yahiko as well. One for
one
one,
for
the
one
jungle for the
trade
jungler. There is the blood comes up, but
इभको
nobody will
फ्लिकरले
be tracked
बचायो
down by it. Somehow managed to defend it out without losing any inhibitors
गाइज यस्तो
from their side.
350 वाचिङ चाहिँ यस्तो 200
But
लाइक त हानिदिउँ न
fights
गाइज लाइक
well
मात्रै हानिदिउँ न
played
केटा हो
by this side.
लाइक
Obviously,
साइक सब्सक्राइब हान्नु न गाइज को
Celine
कोले
was
हानेको छैन
able to
होइन
get out the damages in so that he will be
MLBB को
able to
अपडेटहरू
go
सबै
into the fight
गरिरहन्छु होइन
side
डिस्कर्ड पनि
straight
जोइन
after
गर्दा
the
हुन्छ
last side. But
गाइज
this time around, I think
डिस्कर्डमा
Celine is
टेक गरेर
maybe
हुन्छ म बेला
taking
बेला
the fights rather than the first side here because the first side has
सो
been taken
गफसफ
care
हान्नुपर्छ
of time and time again by Lux onto the Hilda, and that is what they definitely want. They should have been doing since the start of this, but they weren't able to do so because they don't have the priority onto the boosters here, and that kind of
माथिको
stopped them
टरेट त
from
जान्छ
picking it up. But this time around, they will be able to take out onto the top side
यामाले
here.
लिड लिइसक्यो
And
गाइज यामाले लिड
Decisive
लिइसक्यो क्या
knowing where Ray is going to be
सक्स
all in
हार्यो
on
भने
this fight, I think
गाह्रै छ है
Celine
लोवर
knows what
ब्राकेटमा
he
चाहिँ
wants to
फेरि
go here, so he's just stopping him to protect
मेन
his team
बोस
to stay
पसिरहेको छ
safe so
लोवर
that
ब्राकेटमा
everyone is safe, and that's
गुनी
definitely what
मेटाहरू
they
गुनी
need. And
राम्रै
here
छ भन्नु
onto
न
the
गुनीबेट
right side,
जङ्गलमा
even though Yahiko dies 10 times or 17 times, it doesn't really matter because the cloud is going to be the main source of the damage here.
ओ एलिस
Oh my goodness.
ऊ
Now
कसलाई
he
पढ्यो
goes in. Bloodhot comes up
ओए
with the
अरे मा
follow-up as
कसम
well.
अरे
Look
यार
at that. That's
अरे
Celine
अरे
in the
एन्ड गनी गन
backline.
डुओ
The
म्यान
hero with
ओ
the
माई
choke. Both
गड
of them
जिजी
falls down,
म्यान
and
जिजी
now the
हाइब्रिड
knife with the greeny feather strike popped up as well. But there is a
हाइब्रिड मर
beautiful
ओए
dive into
हाइब्रिड
the backline.
ल
Fade got
मरे
caught
मरे
into the
हाइब्रिड
hand of
मरे
Dragon, but now the burst coming
ओए
in.
हाइब्रिड
Has
ओए
had the
मा
dive-in comp, but he's
ओए
getting a lot of
ओए
damage. Can he sustain it? No,
नाइस
he
ट्राई
can't.
यार
Falls down
नाइस
for
ट्राई यार
27. Now
नाइस
they're
ट्राई यार
just
त्यो
chasing down
या
the
एगोले
jungle
मार्यो
Flash, and Flash will be taken out as well.
द
He went for the
फक
wing to crown while it took him combo, but he will be taken down by
डिफेन्ड
Yahiko
त हुन्छ
with
डिफेन्ड त हुन्छ प्यासिभ पनि रहेछ टरेटको अझ
immediate effect. Team CRQ once
नाइस
again
ट्राई
getting
त्यहाँ
the
त्यहाँ
wipe
हाइब्रिडको
on
लास्ट चाहिँ
Team Yama Esports
सस्टेन
that
गर्न ट्राई
finds
गर्थ्यो यार
two tiers in their way of mead.
ओ त्यो कस्तो बल डुओ हेर नि त्यहाँ
Oh
यार
my goodness,
ग्रक र
Jay, I'm
क्लडले
so sorry
गड
for Doom
ग्रक
miss.
र क्लडको डुओ
Yeah,
हेर
he
न
didn't
ग्रकले
end up
कस्तो
with Grog, but hey, that
डेन्जर
was a
हाने क्या
good
सेट
set coming
अनि
through onto the
फलोअप पनि
red
सही
side
थियो
with
है
the
गनी
follow-up
गनको
coming through from Gone. There was a good synergy running through for their side, and I think Celine, he was just trying to trade it out and maybe at least get a kill onto Gone, but he cannot really do that because everyone for the side of CRQ was staying there to protect him, and he cannot really get out the damages, and even with the presence of the Hunter strike that he have, but this time around
एलिस
though, Lux will
एलिसको
be
फ्लिकर
able
अल
to
त छ
fall down
अरेको
onto
चाहिँ
the
छैन
lane, so
रहेछ
that might be the best
अरेले
bet here
सेक्रिक
for
हेल्छ ग्रक यो गेम
maybe
मिठो
Yama Esports
पकडिदिएर
to
यार
take some
इभ र
time
ग्रान्जला
because I
अघि
believe they have a good setup for themselves. The dragon is what they need, and if the dragon is popped, they can do that.
वाट मिस
Okay, the
मिस इन्गेज
Bloodhot,
भयो
but they're
एलिसको
somehow
अल छैन अब
distracting them
मेबी
from the Lord
यामाले
itself.
अब इन्गेज
Maybe
गर्नु
they will
भ्याउँछ
easily grab this slot for them. But then I believe like Yama Esports not going to stop there. They will be gambling it. They will be going
ओइ
for the
कसलाई हान्यो
skirmishes.
अल्ट
But before
लकलाई
that, a
हान्यो
little bit of team
इन्गेज
fight
गर्नुपर्ने
coming
हो
in.
क्या यति
Felicia
बेला
is there as well. Rapshodi coming along
यहीको
as
अल्ट
well.
छ नि त हेर
And
सिधै इन्गेज
Lux
हानिदिनु
goes in
पर्थ्यो यार
with the big backline. There is the big
हाइब्रिडले अल्ट हान्यो
damage onto the Lord, and it's just halfway
ओ
out. There is
फार्सले
the
पायो जी
invisible
जी
blade
जी
hits
जी
him, and
म्यान
just
जी जी
still, my goodness, and he finds a kill as well onto
जी
Lux.
भयो ल
Immediate combo
गनी
there.
गनले
Lux
ब्याकलाइन
into the
डिस्ट्रोय
back
हानिदिन्छ
of Goni Gon. Double kill for Goni.
जी जी
Manages to
यार
go
जी
mid and
जी
falls down with Celine as
मिडबाट
well.
आउँछ
Well
लर्ड पनि
built
मिडबाट
out from
आउँछ
the side of Yama Esports. It's just one
आई थिङ्क
mid for
दिस
now
इज
over
इट गेम
there.
सक्यो होला
The
त है
hero, can he
सक्यो
find his
होला गाइज
way
गेम
back
सक्यो होला
into the base safely? Can he
रिट्रिट
manage to
कसरी
get
हान्नु
into the
भएन
base?
अरूले अल्ट
Big
हानेर
bomb launching into the mid, Debbie. Is it the end? Or we will see
याइकोले
a
मार्छ
comeback
वान
onto
सर्ट
the
हान्छ
base
याइकोले
from Yama esports. A solid defense is needed. It's just
ल
a
जिजी
ranger. He got caught into
जिजी
the trap.
जिजी गाइड
Yahiko
जिजी
goes in. Unstoppable for
ल
Gully
जिजी
God. The
भइरहेछ जिजी ल
Nepal imports are walking working so well against the Yama Esports.
2-0 है
Now
2-0
Will going
यार
for the clean
कस्तो
sweep.
थ्रो हानेको यार
2-0 with a Saber Jungle.
ओइ के कास्टर त रुक्नै भन्नु
Saber Jungle, and
सेबर
it
जङ्गल
worked
जित्यो यार
really,
जिजे
really well for the side of CRQ and Yama. They cannot really
जिजी
have a
यार गाइस
response.
2-0
It's
नाइस
so
ट्राई थियो यार नाइस
unfair,
ट्राई
by
थियो
the
तर
way.
केटाहरूको होइन यामा स्पोर्टको केटाहरूको होइन
It mainly has to do with the good sets coming to it from 27 into the last part
कस्तो
as well.
खेलेको
And
यार लास्टमा
CRQ
ओ माई गड
incredible
लर्ड कसरी पायो
sets
फार्साले
was available when the
एकचोटि
set has
रिप्ले हेर्नु
been
पर्यो यार
when the set was always made by the side of CRQ, always made it possible
For the one attack is getting
लर्ड
damage
के
taken
भयो
out
यार
as well.
कसरी पायो यार लर्ड
Yahiko is into the big backline
म त
and
यहीकोलाई हेरेर थिएँ
big damage onto the Lord, and it's just
ओ माई गड अरेको अरे अरे
big
अरेले
damage onto the Lord,
कस्तो
and
खेलेर हो
just
आम्मामामा
away left in the retribution.
जिजी म्यान जिजी
Oh
यार
my goodness.
अरेले डिजर्भ गर्छ यार यो गेम
Ready for
एमबिपी
launch locks. It's
अरे
gonna be
कि
the
गनी गन
reversal
फर मी
of
है
back in
एमबिपी
the
चाहिँ
hand of Gani Gone. Double kill for Gani.
कस्तो
And
खेलेको यार
Decisive
अरेले यो
goes
गेम
down with
जिजी यार
Philly
वाइल्ड
as well.
बाबाले
4 man down from the side of Yama Esports. It's just
तर
one
विच
man
च्यानल
down
लाइभ
over
जुत्सु
there.
स्पोर्टमा
Will
लाइभ भइरहेको
Hero,
गाइस
can
जुत्सु
he
स्पोर्ट
finds his way back into the base safely? Can he manage to defend his base? Because the Lord marching into the mid, Debbie. Is it the end? Or are we
कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन
gonna see a
क्रक्स है
comeback? A
अनि नाइस ट्राई
defense
बाई
from Yama
यामा
Esports. A
स्पोर्ट
solid
राम्रो
defense
खेल्थ्यो
is
भनौँ न
needed. It's just the Granger.
हल्का
Double damage into the hand. Yahiko goes in.
होइन
A
यो
true for Gani Gone.
ग्रकले
And Nepal Esports are
रिट्री हाने
working
दिएन तर
so well against the Yama
नाइस ट्राई थियो
Esports.
तर नाइस
And
ट्राई थियो
now
केही
it
छैन
is time for the clean sweep. I mean, I was believing Yahiko will find the Lord with a retreat, or maybe
अरू
Flash will
टिमले
pick up the Lord
राम्रो खेल्यो यार
before
लास्ट
it was
क्रक्सले
invaded.
सबले राम्रो
But
खेल्यो
in
यार
the meantime, they lost the gamble. And I told you, like, it will be a gamble for
यामाको
Yama
हल्का
Esports. They
जङ्गलले
might
खै
be gonna
हग्यो
win
यार
the
वार्डले हग्यो यो
win
गेम
the
त
team fight and gonna finish up the game. Otherwise, the reverse, the vice
अरेले
versa
अति
would
राम्रो खेल्यो यार
happen.
ग्रक
Vice
त
versa just got happened there. The
Yep.
Saber jungle, that was insane,
सिक्री खेल्यो
yeah.
क्या
That was
ग्रक
really
त्यस्तो राम्रो
insane.
खेल्दै खेल्दैन क्या टुर्नामेन्ट तर यसले चाहिँ बबाल खेल्यो यार
He was smooth onto the first game,
ओ
right? And
यहाँ
just
पनि
really
मारेको रहेछ
played
नि
it.
त रोलिरहनु
But onto the second game, I think it's definitely dependent on the team here. It's mostly, I would say, Faden and Gonigon who stepped up. Onto the first game was
मिठो
mainly
यार
Yahiko who
मिठो
was
ओ के
going
हो
in and
यहीँको
out
त
of
भित्र
the
छिरी
lane.
छिरी
Even
मारिरहेको
Yama
रहेछ नि त
getting a
यार
kill onto Tits, but he was giving a shutdown for a hero as well. So that was
यो
really
एमबिपी स्ट्याट वाइज हुन्छ कि
1-1.
गेम प्ले स्ट्याट वाइज हुन्छ
But
यार इन्डियन
onto the other side of
टुर्नामेन्टहरूतिर
the team,
त
it's a
गेम प्ले
great
वाइज त
duel
हुँदैन
where
नि त
the
एमपिएलतिर
CRQ
चाहिँ
used
गेम प्ले वाइज हुन्छ
only
त्यही भएर
good strategy
रोमरहरूले नै
there for the
एमबिपी
team
पाउँछ
as well
भनौँ
was
न
also amazingly well done. But here was a problem, right?
किन
When
लाइटले
Blade was
एम
left
सेभेन
alone,
एमए
there
पायो
wasn't even
केडिओ
a
वाइज त
teammate
पाएन
to
गेम प्ले
step up.
वाइजले त
And
पायो
even
त
when
न
he
एम
goes in, there's no one
केडिओ
to
वाइजले
cover
त
up
रोमरहरूले
all
कहिले
of
एमबिपी
those
पाउँदै पाउँदैन क्या
breaches, all of those tanky things.
म्यारिन डेट
So
मास्टर
I
अफ
think
गाई इट्स
only
गाइज द्याट वाज मी
him
फ्रम
was
म्यारिनो टिम
their death. And the way they were trading him out, even though he's the jungle, and they were the one trying to set up
ल
again
गाइज
onto the
हाम्रो
bot
हेर्ने
side
हो त
to
हिजोको
get
गेम
the
होइन
Lord and the Farsad together. And of course, they also have a club.
हाम्रो हिजो गेम हेरौँ है त
Ending, and they will be marching to the base. The minions from every
यो त
side
सेकेन्ड गेम
marching
सक्यो
in.
भनौँ न यो त
Round of 16.
गेम
What
गेम
a
3 हेरौँ है त
crazy
लास्ट गेम
match
लास्ट
that
गेम
part. I think that also can't play the
लेट्स सी
part
लास्ट गेम है लास्ट गेम हेरौँ
That
गाइस
was insane. I think that's the first time.
for
ल गाइज हेरौँ है
Flash.
त लास्ट गेम है कसले मिस
Not
गरेछ
sure
अब हेरौँ है त गाइस
Camo is the right option over here.
लास्ट गेम
Like even if you go with Vengeance, how much
लेट्स
can
सी है
you
त गाइस
sustain?
लेट्स
Because
सी
he's
लेट्स
like
सी है मलाई त थाहा छ के हुन्छ तर म
carry
स्पोइल चाहिँ
troops
गर्दिनँ है
everywhere.
गाइस तिमीहरू आनन्दले हेर
Baxia anti-heal, Lunox,
यो
and
चाहिँ
obviously
गड लाइक अगेन्स्ट म्याच है गाइज हाम्रो
Malice
हिजो भएको थियो
seems
गड लाइक अहिले गड
career
लाइक इज
effective.
नम्बर 1 इन्डियन टिम राइट
Maybe
नाउ
he's just there as a damage soak.
सो
So
गड लाइक अगेन्स्ट
I mean,
हामी दुईजना इम्पोर्ट छौँ न यो
wreak
टुर्नामेन्टमा
havoc in the back line.
फर दिस
What
टुर्नामेन्ट
is your
बब
thought
एन्ड मी
process?
प्लेइङ फर म्यारिनो
I
स्पोर्ट
definitely think this is a very
लाइनअप चाहिँ
well-placed
हाम्रो किमी
setup for the
कायल
advanced entry
स्टिस
composition. They're going to be
सियो भन्ने
giving him
कायल हो
his comfort
अनि
zone.
क्याकर
I think
भनेको जोसेफ हो
Fate
दे
being
आर
there
द
in the fight
टिआरटी
is most
ट्रायो
likely trying to divert a little bit of attention away from most like, oh, wait, no, Fate
गाइज
actually went in for the Esmeralda, so it's going to be rom-com on the DXP lane. So I think, yeah,
मास्टर अफ एक्सपी गाइज म
you're
एक्सपी
right,
खेल्दैछ अब
Baldo. He's
केटा
just there
म
to
त
soak up
स्पोइल
the
हान्दिनँ
damage,
हेर
so
है त
perhaps Fate can scale up a little bit. But with this, we're going to be heading to the, of course,
Are they
the
number one?
final
Did
game
they win
tonight,
any
where
recent
they're
tournament?
immediately a
Oh,
4v1,
they
of
have
course,
won many
by
recent
War.
tournament,
Let's
guys.
see.
15 win streakमा
Will
चाहिँ
this
यो
be able to
गडलाई
win
गरेर
upset,
टुर्नामेन्ट
or is it
जितेको
going to be a predictable
लगातार.
outcome? Let's go.
So they are
1-for-1
currently
in the
number 1
beginning
Indian team.
of this first match of top
Is
16.
this match number 3? Yes, guys, this is match number 3.
Just a second. I mean, what is happening in mid side right now? Van cables on cables on cables on cables. The steel cables break
And
the neck, and will they get the
Saturoko
kill on cables? Everybody on
Fanny.
call right afterwards. Mass it up. Posters are played
Bob
out.
कस्तो
Hard
agressive
reload.
हो.
Bobby going deep inside. Will trade away his life. for that double kill. Was it worth the price? I think it might have been because since the
कस्तो
Lunox is
वर्थ इट
late
भयो
game
त
in the
यो
game, I would take that second kill just to, get my items a little earlier. Because what am I gonna do giving some gold to maybe Art?
Yeah, yeah. I
आर्ट
think
कसले
I
पाएर
think
किल यति बेला
I think it was, yeah.
बिटले
I
पाएको
think it was worth it. Yep. Anyways, 2 for 2
Yeah,
score.
it's
क्या
a
हाम्रो ब्रो
very
Yahiko.
सोल
expensive
एपेक्सलाई
flicker. That
एसिटीले
OBK
यो
went
टुर्नामेन्ट खेलेको
first
छैन त्यही
Art's
भएर
kill
जोसेफ हाम्रो यो
defeat
टिमबाट खेल्छ
and the
हाम्रो टिम
death.
भन्दा नि यो टिमबाट
So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, because you
फेयर
you might lose
स्ट्रिमिङ
out
हु
on
इज
11
प्लेइङ
gold,
अरे
but dude, look at
यो
the
हिजोको गेम हो गाइस
deep
दिस
cut
इज
from
एस्टरडे गेम त्यही
Fate
भएर म
over there, all the way
अहिले
up
स्ट्रिम
top.
हानेर वाच
He's
पार्यो
cutting very very deep,
यो
and that's
स्मेरल
where
हेर
I
न
think
कहाँ लेन
Fanny
कट
is gonna
हान्दैछ
get
यार ब्रो
exposed because Fanny
यहाँ लेन कट हान्दैछ
very
कि
very
यता
deep,
कसरी यता
and
लेन कट
that's
हान्न सक्छ
letting
क्या
Fanny get
2 मिनटमा
exposed because Fanny knows that Kimi is gonna go up front. Kyle getting caught out low, but dude, look at
Hey!
the slow, look at the shred. He will stand strong right now, and that's gonna probably be an uncontested retribution. But right as I spoke, Godlike is not gonna let that happen for free. It's only Kakarot against the world. Will he get the retribution? No, he will not. Bid steals it away. There is miracles happening, but right now all of them are popped down very low. Art will fall once again. Bobe gets the kill. Chaos assault onto the members of Godlike. Bid forced to pop that flicker out as Kyle
हिजोको
will
गेममा
make
गाइस
his
दिस इज
rotation up
एस्टरडे
mid
म्याच
and take away the minions for himself. What the hell is happening?
That was insane. I think that's the first time actually in this series Kakarot lost retribution on that Bakshia. If I'm not mistaken, on the first game, right? He wore
ट्याकेरटले
all of
मिट्यो
the
हेरेर हिजो हाम्रो
retributions.
टिमले
And this
सबैले
time,
राम्रो खेल्यो यार
it is taking a little bit of a flashback to the time where the Harriet stole around. But hey,
बिचारा
it
या
was
काइलाई
fate.
कस्तो हान्छ यार
This
माया
time
लाग्यो यार
it's
मलाई
gonna
त
be bid for themselves. Oh, top lane.
क्रेजी म्यान
So many resources.
Yo, he will not survive long enough. He did not have the flicker. He will fall, but Bobe with the Chaos Assault once again, using
आर्ट
up a
आर्ट
lot of damage, will
ओइ
not survive. Yes, he does the lethal ignition.
नाइस ट्राई यार कत्रो ड्यामेज लाग्यो क्या
Grok
तर
is actually lethal ignition. Grok, he will
अरूमा
survive for
चाहिँ के
now.
गोटेड
They
डु
will push away
Bro,
Kimi.
you guys
But
broke
meanwhile,
Godlike win streak.
Van
No, guys,
getting knocked
Godlike is still
down,
in
getting
lower bracket, guys.
forced to,
They are not
cable
eliminated
back
till
once
now.
again. And Fate right now putting in the
I'll make
pressure,
sure to eliminate
zoning
them,
away the
guys.
members.
To break the win
And
streak,
Kyle
either.
is like, I don't want to deal with any of that
कहाँ
BF.
होइन
I'm just
कहाँ
gonna
विन
go
स्ट्रिक त्यत्रो
and
बनाउनु
steal my
मिल्छ क्या होइन
mid-laner's role, gold once again. Oh wait, off cam. Bobe with the kill onto Fate. Yo, what is happening, man? There's just a lot of things going on in this game.
Pretty insane
मेबी
momentum so
मम्मी
far
सर्भर
that
भयो
we
भने
can
हामीलाई
see with
खेल्न
the
सकिन्छ
fight
क्या
being
बेङ्गालमा
displayed.
त
And I love the fact that the score
साह्रै
also
हुन्छ क्या
remains
यो
the
पनि
same.
बेङ्गाल
It's been 4
सर्भरमा थियो
4.
क्या
The moment it was
एटिएमएस
2 for 2
एटिएमएसमा
or
खेलिरहेको थियो
4
गाइज
for
हामी
2
वी आर
or 4
प्लेइङ
for
इन
4,
एटिएमएस
they're
दिस
really
गेम
trying to show that they're
दिस
making
एन्ड
it to a
सेकेन्ड गेम
big
वी आर
stage.
प्लेइङ इन
And first of all,
एटिएमएस
they're really going toe to toe with Godlike Esports in an insanely fashion. And I think if they, I mean, it's a simple fact that Merino does not have any early game and they have 4 kills on their belt. That is the insane feat themselves. And I was kind of doubting it as well. Like, do they kind of just
एउटा
wait
गेम
for
हेर्नु
the
त कस्तो
late game?
कमेडी लाग्दो
But
रहेछ
no,
क्या
they're really trying to match the pace of the side of Godlike. And right now, with this turtle, we'll most likely see if Kakarot will avenge himself with a good retribution steal. Because, of course, the Fanny cannot really exactly come in. But they'll have to make sure the Fanny doesn't really steal it away either. Okay, a little bit of trying to lure
अच्छा
the
मैले
turtle
इन्गेज
away.
हानिदिनु पर्ने रहेछ यार छिटो
Okay, the turtle dance has begun. Kimi dives in, gets caught out over there. Will use up the ult.
ओए नाइस
Will they
सुट
get the
यार
kill onto
जोसेफको
Romcom? No, they will not. The Thammers will stand strong, but the damage coming in from Kyle cannot be
कत्रो
denied.
ड्यामेज खाएको
And
यार हामीले
Kimi,
जित्यो यार
the guy, and Kimi is right now. Kimi take it
काइल
down,
काइल
but
काइल भएको छ
what is
फ्लिकर छ
happening with
काइल
Kyle
भएको
up top? He was trying his best to sustain against the Esmeralda as Fate is really putting a lot of
एपेक्स
pressure
खेल्दा सर
onto him
एपेक्स
right now. I feel like he's gonna
एपेक्स यो
get caught
टुर्नामेन्ट
in
चाहिँ खेलेको छैन
mid, so that's why he's trying
18
so hard to
सेकेन्डको
get the taunt. There
अनस्केबल
it is, the ultimate as we
अनस्केबल
speak.
एड भएको
But
छ
the
यु मस्ट बी
start of the
अर्निङ
fall
अलर्ट
is not enough.
होइन यार
Van
त्यो एड
out
त्यस्तो भयो
jungling
नि
away
त्यस्तो
the blue
केही
buff
हुँदैन
away
यार फर
from his
हामीलाई त
opponent jungler.
त्यस्तो
And
नै
finally, there's a
खत्रै
change
कमाउँछ त
in
होइन यार
tempo. It's gonna be 6, one more kill in favor of the members of Godlike.
And still, oh, is that? Oh, that is a misfortune to be in, but the flicker
Guys
is going
from
to be
good team
saving
to
him
beat India best team
for
lol
this time. Kimi is going to be all okay, at least for
oh
this second
yeah
round.
definitely
5 to 6
obviously
score. The
we
goal
wanna
advantage is
win
that
as
much
well
for Godlike
that's why
Esports. And I'm really interested
oh
to see
we will
the
try to build up
randomization so
good
far.
Indian
It's
team
been 6 minutes. Do they have their
अब random
items
Indian team
building
सँग त
towards
के
the
खेल्ने
second?
भन्नु
I
नि
believe so. Okay, carry
जोनी जित्नको
has
लागि
a
खेल्ने हो त
corruption site already. Lunox has the genius wand on your side, glowing wand into the favor of course
अनि
Bid, and
obviously
the
यार
corrosion site
जोसेफ
on the
किमी
Thamus as well. So
किमी
it's
and
really
Kyle
equal on both of the teams, honestly. But Fanny's
they
a
are
little bit
really
ahead
good
of the
players.
Baksha, almost 600 gold on
जोसेफले
the
यो गेम त
Canadian
राम्रो खेल्यो तर
Watchparty.
मलाई ओभरअल चाहिँ लाइक हल्का झगडा
And
परेर हुन्छ
look
नि
at the situation
तिनीहरू
currently.
आफै
He's
भित्र झगडा गर्छ क्या हामीले चाहिँ लाइक ओए
Oracle,
नाइस
no,
फ्लिकर यार
send the
काइलबाट तर नि
prediction
स्टिल
flipper
ब्रो
coming in from
मार्क्सम्यानलाई हेर न
Kyle.
गोल्डेनमा
While it was good, it will not
लाइक
save
झगडा
him.
गरेर थियो कि हिजो त
Romcom
ड्राफ्टमै
will
झगडा गरेर
survive
हुन्छ
its fate,
केटाहरू
but
त अब
right as we speak, they
म
get
त
the
केही
set
बोल्दिनँ
on
त्यस्तो
to
तिनीहरू
Van.
चाहिँ
Will he fall? Yes, he does. Master up with the kill. Searching for some more. Make it two. The Alice will not be stopped as Kakarot
रेगर
slowing
गन चाहिँ
down
किन हिरो
Art.
इन्डिया गएको
Too
छ
much for him to handle.
हिरै
He's
हो
gonna
तिनीहरू
get
त
that
अब
kill. It's only Art left against the world, and he will fall. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Kyle is Bid is getting poked down
Sir, I'm
now.
confused
But
if
no,
India gets slot in
Romcom is
MSC,
coming
will
in
they
to
allow Nepal
engage,
player in
and
Indian
they
team?
will
Yeah,
get
they
the
will allow,
kill.
but only
Kimi in
two
the
player
push,
is allowed to
trying to pog
play,
out Bid.
allowed to
Will
join
he get
Indian
the kill
team.
they need? He baits out the flicker successfully, but now he's caught in a very dangerous spot, and he will not be long for this world.
That's why
Sent back
Yahiko
to
and Gon
base,
has gone to
and
play
this
for
is
India.
coming. It's turning out to be a very bad
Full Nepali
situation
team
actually
can't
for
play
Merino
in
in
Indian
the early
tournament.
game.
Just they have to be
But at the
import to
same
play
time,
Indian
it's not
team,
looking good for
Indian
God League
tournament.
either because you're winning your fights, but you're barely winning them out. And that's not going to be the case for long because eventually Bobe and Kyle are just going to be too hot to handle.
Too hot to
That's the
handle.
thing,
What the heck?
because even though the
Too hot
fact
to
that
handle.
Merino is kind of losing,
Late
not
game त
exactly
obviously
losing,
हामीले जित्ने कम थियो
gold
यार डेफिनेटली
down
क्यारी र
and then
क्यारी
1,000.
लुनक्स छ
That's the gold
हामीसँग
deficient, and not even 1,000.
कालिया पनि
Okay, it
छ
is
स्टिल
1,000, and
बिट
but it's
504 मा
still looking
बसिरहेछ
for the macro side. Turret wise, oh, is that
Oh,
an
they
engage
caught
on
out
Grok?
Art
Oh
and
my
he
god!
was CC chained for like an entire 2 seconds the whole time. Grok could not move.
ओए
But as we
नाइस अल्ट
speak,
यार
there's the RWM
किपको
on to the members of Merino. But Kyle is having something to say. Takes away the Esmeralda. Romcom, the sights of death will not
नेपाल
keep
नो
you
स्लॉट दिस
alive
MSC
and will
maybe no
not reap
slot for
anyone
Nepal
from
guys
Merino. As it's gonna be 3 members down.
90% no
Bid,
slot
the only person right now who
यहीको
has
सरको गेम
not
सक्यो
fallen.
यहीको गेम
He's the
सकिसक्यो
only
गाइज
guy
अब
with a lot of gold on his side.
अब
And
भोलि
wow,
हामी
man, he does
भोलि
get to
गेम
push
भयो
one
भने
time,
मेबी
but will
हामी
it be enough?
क्रक्ससँग पढ्ने चान्स पनि छ यार
Let's take a
गाइस
look into
हाम्रो
an instant
यहीको
replay
टिमसँग
of what went down. Oh,
क्रक्स
we
or
got a
maybe
Grok down, but of course
RNTX
we will not miss out the chessboard that went
नभए
down. Fate,
इबिटीहरूसँग नि
Kimi,
पढ्ने हाई
melted
चान्स छ
out by
गाइस सबै
Carry,
राम्रो
and
टिमहरूसँग
as
पढ्ने
well
छ
as the Thamos,
म
they were
युट्युबतिर अपडेट गरेर हुन्छ
expecting
नि
to happen.
युट्युब
And oh,
डिस्कर्डतिर
come back to Lunox taking
यी
another
मोर
kill.
है फाइनली
Bobe, a
514
full-on monster right now, taking down targets and taking down Bid with a shutdown.
कति
And
बजे
that Bid
टाइम त
just
थाहा
got
छैन गाइज
punished.
अहिलेसम्म
It's the
मेबी एक
only
दुई दिन
guys who
पछि
haven't
हुन्छ कि
fallen
किनकि
early.
ज्ञान गेमिङ
They
टुर्नामेन्ट
have
हुन
to
लागेको
prove
छ
me
फाइनल
wrong,
त्यही
and
भएर
I
नि
think that's a good thing to do, Magno.
अहिले हुँदैन होला पज भएर
Already
रहेछ
proving his job already. To beef Van and Art, they have to pull off something because Bid is doing his job already. Fate and Romcom haven't really found their tempo over here. Kyle picking
What?
up the turret on the top
The
side, but
melting.
oh, Art! Nearly taken down once again, forced to flicker out. They have lost their key to really make a satisfactory engage. But Art will still go in with the ult, but Kakarot will get the Lord with the retribution. Kimi zoning away a bit in the back line.
कायलाई
What's
बचाउनु
happening?
बचाउँदै
Romcom
थियो
has
यार
to
यता
all
त
alone
म
against 3 members, getting
तर हेर
chased
नि त्यहाँ
down
पछाडि हाम्रो
one by
त्यहाँ
one.
किमी र
Yet
जोसेफ
it
कत्रो
is
डिप छिरिरहेछ
Romcom and
कस्तो
Art
जोन
are
हान्दैछ यार
down.
नाइस त
It's only Fate and Bid
इज देयर
who
एनी
can
एसटीएल
reasonably
म्याच
do
टुडे नो
anything
गाइज
right now.
नो
He
एसटीएल
nearly
म्याच
gets
टुडे
taken down once again. Bobe will find the mark.
Ooh,
They need
nice
to,
catch, yeah,
and
nice
bringing his
catch.
opponents back out of the turret as Kakarot picks up the killing spree. Merino is hunting for an upset right now, and they just might have
हामीहरू
it
लग
with the
चाहिँ के
Lord
बिल्ला
Market
टिममा
doubling in.
खेलेको
I
इन्डियामा
think
अब
it's a really possible scenario right now with the 4,000 gold that
इन्डियामा
Bouncers
अब
with.
राम्रो
It's
टिमहरूको त
it's an
अलरेडी
8 kill
प्लेयरहरू छ नि त
advantage
त्यही भएर नि
just
हो
under 10 minutes, and that's the worst part. They have 8 kill advantage on 10 minutes with a late game
छ त
composition,
मास्टर
which is
के
not
हो मास्टर
best
छ
news
त
for
मिरिल
God like right now.
गाइज हिजोको गेम हो यो हिजोको गेम देखाइदिएको नि केटाहरूलाई गड
And
लाइकको
will they come
अगेन्स्टमा
in
भएर
team? Oh,
देखाइदिएको
look at that
नि
Kakarot over here. They are basically. I mean, he's too tanky right now. They can't really do anything much.
Oh,
Oh,
Kimi once again!
he's
यस्तो
too
क्या
tanky right
या
now. They
तिमीहरूले
can't
किन
really.
मैले अल्ट हाने छ सोचिरह होला होइन यता होइन या म तिमीहरूले एक्सप्लेन
They
गर्छु
are
कि केटा
basically. I mean, he's too tanky right now. They can't really do anything.
ब्लक त मोर चाहिँ अभियसली मलाई थाहा छ होइन अब यताबाट कसैलाई मैले आउन नदिएको क्या ब्लक गरेर आएको गाइस यो चाहिँ मैले होइन किनकि यहाँ हाम्रो कल चाहिँ कालियालाई मार्ने थियो अनि मैले चाहिँ ब्याकलाइन हेर्ने हो क्या त्यही भएर मैले अल्ट हाने हो
Oh,
Kimmy once again will catch out Art.
Their
I think
thought
this
on
battle
TR
got
new
too close.
lineup.
We can clearly
I think
see
they are really
who
good.
is having a
Maybe
better condition to win right now in
they
terms
can
of
even
showing
win the
speed and
tournament,
dominance.
guys. Oh, not gonna
I
lie,
don't
their
think Kimmy is
lineup
gonna
is
let that
strong.
happen. He
They
is
have
just
Kimi,
locked
Kyle,
in right now, dude.
and two import
Completely
definitely.
locked in.
Their lineup is strong.
and also to make matters, it's really bad for them. You know, the only one that is not tanky is
And
Fanny.
think for X we
But
get
look
it.
at that, Art
Excuse गरे
with
होइन क्या Oh
flicker
my
of
god
mana.
मसँग फ्लिकर छ
Kimmy
नभए
really
फ्लिकर हाने ल
proactively
ठिक
using up
छ
the skill, but
एक्सक्युज
even
यार
with the immunity, it doesn't really matter right now.
ल
The Art
ल
thing that's coming in
एक्सक्युज रे
from
यार
Fanny is
लास्ट
just
भन्छ
way
यार
too much.
अब
The
5
carry
man all
doesn't
देखाउँछु
need
तिमीहरूलाई म
blocks anymore. The carry can
Labor
alone take a
on
whole
displayed
game
card
down
like
with
from
that.
Lord like
And
they will
Masarab,
come final.
he's just gonna be in the front,
Oh
dealing the
yeah,
damage,
yeah
but
I
there's
know,
not
I know.
enough
They are really
tank
good
damage that
as
is
well.
from the side of Godlike. So they're
But
kind of
we
caught in a
will be
pickle
prepared for
unless they
them
can find
for
themselves
sure.
in compromising positions
Oh,
again.
oh,
It's not gonna be possible. Let's see.
Ray. Ray, Kimmy just switched to a
Yeah, absolutely
conceal
no,
in
absolutely
top
no,
lane.
guys. 2-3 lakh
He's
What's
prize
that?
will
switched from
no.
Earthquakes to conceal. So we
3
might
lakh
be
okay, 2 lakh.
seeing a very crazy play. Masarab, they all know where the members are. They have full vision. Kimmy standing over there. He wants to catch out. Van will not succeed in
Like guys
doing
को
so
officially
just
हैन
yet.
जुत्सु स्पोर्टमा गएर
But
हेर्दा नि हुन्छ एक केटा
what is happening right now? Viewers, who do you think is gonna turn
म
this game
यो
around?
एक गेम
Will
यो लास्ट गेम हो
we have
यसपछि चाहिँ म
godlike pull off
स्ट्रिम इन
the
गरिदिन्छु
victory
होला
right
किनकि
now?
अलरेडी
Or will
11 भइसक्यो
Merino
रहेछ यार ब्रो
cement their place as one of the best by taking out the very best India has to offer?
Rico Kyle
Would
Kimi
be
beat Master up
can be an insane scenario
best
right now
lineup
to be in. But hey, we've seen things turn around in the favor of
oh
Godlike in these
okay
Lord fights, where you can find yourself in
huh
compromising positions, mainly due to the fact that the Lord is obviously hitting you, dishing out the damage,
Oh,
भोलि
and
म्याच चाहिँ
possibly
तिमीहरूको
the
छ
knockback.
भोलि
But
आई डोन्ट थिङ्क टुमोरो
no flicker for
भोलि छैन
Kimmy.
होला
He's
गाइज
just gonna
Van.
be reliant.
Okay,
किनकि
Van on the
राइस्टार
bot
गेमिङ
side
छ
feels a
पर्सिस सो
lot,
त्यही
putting a
भएर
lot
नि
of
भोलि
back
हुँदैन कि
pressure on their opponents. He might just sneak away an inhibitor, but right as we speak, Kimmy, no! Gets taken down very low, but Fate knocked up. He will be taken down by Kyle. There is Masaraf with a three-man taunt. Will catch out every
त्यो थ्री
single
म्यान टर्न
member,
सुने नि
not
केटा
allowing them
सुने
to
नि
collapse onto Kakarot. So he will stay alive for a little longer, but Art with the set of the day
ओए यो टिम फाइट
will
हेर केटा यो टिम
be
फाइट हेर
the
यार
matchup.
यो
Taken
टिम
down
फाइट
by
हेर
Kyle.
गाइज यो
No!
फुल टिम
Gets
फाइट हेर है
taken down very low, but Fate knocked up. He will be taken down by Kyle.
यस्तो सेक्री
There
टिम
is
फाइट भएको छ यो
Masaraf with a three-man taunt. Will catch out every single member, not
यहाँ मैले
allowing them to
फ्लिकर हान्नु पर्ने
collapse
रहेछ
onto Kakarot.
क्या
So
छ्या
he will stay alive
फर्स्ट
for a
किल
little
हान्न
longer. But
बसिरहेको
Art
थियो
with the set of the day will be bringing back Lord Control. But Kimmy will not let that happen just yet. Once again, the game is going left and right. Immortality pop. Who's gonna get the Lord? It's Kakarot. Merino will stand in this fight as Kyle is going in to chase down Bid.
क्या
Will he dash
भिडले
in?
धन्न
Yes,
मारेको
he
यार
does. But it's Bid. No, it's
जिजी
Kyle.
यार यो
And
टिम
it's
फाइट छ
no one just yet. Both will stand strong as Kyle will not get his opponent down. Both their members will be alive. And this is the biggest heat check Merino has got in this fight, in this entire series so far. Art and do it once again.
That was too close to comfort for both of these teams, but overall it was
गेम
Merino
इन होला र
still
14
coming
मिनट
out on top with that Lord secure. That was too close actually, but you can see the damage from the carry already basically becoming a full-on turret itself, and Fate as
यो
well as
यति
of
बेलै
course
इन
on
हुन्छ
top
जस्तो
will
यार
have to watch out for the damage that's incoming at this point of the time. But let's see, Lord's walking in,
इन हुन्छ
chunk down to 50%. It's not going to be much of an issue, but
Oh, Masraf catches the ult.
यहाँ कस्तो
What's
क्लिन
the
भएको
damage
के
that's
हाम्रो
coming
यार
in at this point
सिनर्जी
of the time? But let's see, Lord
अल्ट
walking in,
हाने
chunk
पछाडिबाट
down to
कालिया नै आउँदै
50%.
थियो
It's not gonna be
कालियाले
much of an
पकड्यो
issue.
इभलाई
Oh,
पकड्यो गेम
Masraf
सक्यो
catches the ult. Kimmy
आर्टले कस्तो
takes
अल्ट
out
आर्टले
Bid.
कस्तो अल्ट
This
भएको त
might be the spelling the doom for their members, but Romcom will not let that happen just yet. They will send Kimmy back. He will go
आई
back
थिङ्क दिस
looking
इज
into the
इट
room
गेम
once again.
सकिनु
He's
पर्ने
not
हो
going to
त
get the
गेम
second
सकिनु
ace.
जस्तो
They're going to
लाग्यो
collapse the bot
बिर्सिसक्यो
inhibitor.
यार मैले
They're
त
going to make
हिजो
it two.
हिजो
But
हाल्ने
Bid also
बिर्सियो
collapsing not far behind. Van trying to clear the minions, forced to use the retribution. Will nearly get knocked up by Kimmy, but he will make his way back safe. But
सकिन्छ सकिन्छ
looking what is happening, it's a clean collapse of every single
ऊ
inhibitor.
भ्यानलाई त
One by one, no one! He is caught out! Make it not for long. Kyle will will get godlike against godlike
ल गाइज
esports.
यति
He
हो
may get
होइन
a double kill.
ड्यामेज
It's
ग्रकको
only
खै
bits
ग्रकले यही
random,
एम थियो
and he will
डिफेन्सै
also
बनाएर थियो
eventually be zoned away. They're gonna chunk away the Aegis, and folks, we have what might be
गाइज
the
को गेम हेर्ने हो लाइक फेरि
biggest
गेम फर्स्ट
upset
सेकेन्ड गेम हेर्ने भए चाहिँ
in
लाइक अफसेट जुन
Indian
त्यो
Championship Series.
जुत्सु स्पोर्टमै
As
गएर
we
हेर्दा हुन्छ
know, the
हिजोको गेम
recently formed team is gonna take down the Titans of India, godlike esports,
टाइटन्स अफ
in
इन्डिया
the tiebreaker.
टाइटन्स अफ इन्डिया टाइटन्स
Honestly, with how the first game already went and game two, they basically
होइन भनेको जोसो होला
they
होइन
basically
नि
just
जोसो
showed
होइन
it's not a
यार
fluke. It's not a fluke that we just people might say hey, godlike is kind of not
फ्लुक
they're
कहाँ
pulling the punches,
फ्लुक
they're
हुन्छ
not being
यार
aggressive,
2-1
but
हानेछ
they did
यार
it on
कहाँ
game
फ्लुक
one.
हुन्छ ल
Almost
गाइज
won
अब
it, but
आइम गन
obviously they
इन द
lost it
स्ट्रिम
at the end
मेबी
when the base got cracked.
भोलि चाहिँ ऱ्याङ्क खेलेको गर्नु पर्ला है धेरै वाच पार्टी गरिसकेँ अब ऱ्याङ्क खेलेको नि गर्नु पर्ला भोलिदेखि ऱ्याङ्क खेल्छु होला म होइन त्यही स्ट्रिम गर्छु ल गाइज न आइम गन इन द स्ट्रिम है थ्याङ्क यू फर जोइनिङ द स्ट्रिम सबैलाई बाई बाई गाइज सबैलाई गुड नाइट टेक केयर स्लिप वेल गाइज बाई बाई गाइज बाई बाई